lost control. My true identity, the power that is me. We all danced in fire, trapped in this machine. Don't know how long we've waited, as the Eggman's watching. We all danced in fire, looking through the screen. Don't know how long we've waited, as the Eggman watches. With the rules in the fight, electric lines, change surroundings, drawing history. A treasure disappears as she goes. Mister, as you look away, and no one knows. This power is a key. This power changes me. We all danced in fire, trapped in this machine. Don't know how long we've waited, as the Eggman's watching. We all danced in fire, looking through the screen. Don't know how long we've waited, as the Eggman watches. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. You didn't know, now I'm gonna show you the power that is me. You try to take me down, stop the show. Seems you never tasted fear or loss of control. The power lives in me. The power that is me. We all danced in fire, trapped in this machine. Don't know how long we've waited, as the Eggman's watching. We all danced in fire, looking through the screen. Don't know how long we've waited, as the Eggman watches. As the Eggman watches.
There we go. Hi, chat. How is everyone? Oh, it's Dogwave. Well, let me catch up on chat. Oh. It's not time for dog. It's smug or mocks me. Good. Plaps, small tap yip has got to go fast, clearly. I need a new yip. A new dog yippy. It's the dog. I shall counter tap Doro with Snow White Doro. Dog makes you go a woo. Brilliant. Head pet the doggo. Let's see if Africa retaliates, gets tapped by China, cut his internet. Somali stole his internet. So far we're fine. There is actively no... we're not doing multiple models today. because I noticed yesterday it was really, really not doing good with Magma on Resident Evil 5 yesterday. But so far today, knock on wood. I know it's not wood; it's a glass desk, but knock on wood. That everything's fine. Dogwave Yippee, it's Dogwave. Hello, Dog and Octopus. Hello, everyone. So Akko is actually not here at the moment. Akko had to go and do something before, like, and just realized at the end of timer that, oh wait, it's gotta do that. So Akko's away, but Akko will be back soon. How long until Akko gets tired / sleepy temp? I'm sure it's already happened. Does that make you a dippy? Who's penetrating who tonight? Has your internet been crusty lately? It was on Friday and Saturday. So far, it's fine. No frames drop. But I also did lower the bitrate by a lot. So, we'll see. I actually lowered it to the bitrate Akko was using when Akko was having internet issues. So, it was 2500. The bitrate I've been using is 5000. So, I have severely lowered the bitrate to 2500. And we're going to see if that keeps it stable. Magma getting pegged. Oh no. Welcome, Magma. Dog plus Yippy equals Dippy. Are you unleashed right now? I'm very proud of my pun. Temp show Dumpy win. Hoy Gabby. There do indeed be a Gabby. I see a goat. Everyone sees a goat. Yeah, okay, so that is flashing. Ah, damn it. Sorry. I fixed the RGB on my computer today, at least I thought I did, and it's working fine. And then, because I'm using Signal RGB, it is actually causing some light flickering. Of, like, a different, like, it's, like, very, very mild, very, very minor. It does, like, at the corner of my eye, though, I see when it does it, and I don't like it. Care about the glow too much, please? Yes, so we are not actually talking about the whole thing that happened. That is definitely more for Amal and Akko. But either way, that's why he's the GOAT. Exactly. As far as Dumpy, no Maduro. Yeah, we're not talking about Maduro today. If you do want to hear about Maduro, Akko and Amal have talked about him in great detail, especially Amal. So, I recommend that. But as far as what we're talking about today, it's a lot of, like, pop culture and mostly tech news, actually, today. But because we're waiting on Akko to come back, we're not going to start any news until then. I'm good. I'm a politician, so I tend to stick my own guns. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind talking about politics. It's just like... You can only do politics so much before your brain decides to say no and just melt. Howdy, Dogwave. Light and gay. Does that mean you, Sly? Because we were on time. Somali did not fraud Temp's out of his internet. Fine. Pete Parsons stole Temp's internet. I come to Akko, especially Mizu. Yeah. Which is totally fair. I don't fish people's political opinions as a general rule of mine personally. Yeah, I try not to either. I know the kind of crowd we have, and that's good. What you snacking on there? I'm not snacking on anything. I have advanced GG, but nothing else. Okay. Because god dang, that pussy is damned Oracle. He really is. I'm gonna put some protein. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. People cannot play illegal legends because Riot forgot to renew the client certification. Magma, can you put that in the Dogwave suggestions, please? Because I would love to talk about that. Hi, Atari. So I did see some people specifically mention this. Up. Eh. It's up there now. It's up there now. I noticed some people were like, "Hey, where'd the little shit go?" It's still here, but because it's based on my mascot and not me, I will be getting a new one. But I know people liked it, so I want to keep it around. League is working now, but it wasn't for hours. Oof. The little shit has returned. Yay! Pepper Temp Patty. Cool background though. Thank you. I do want to get some actual custom assets. Like, I know some people actually talked about. I know Akko said it. I should get maybe like an overlay or something like that. But eh. I need emotes because actually, here's the interesting thing, chat. I'm gonna get some like adulting done tomorrow. That is key in getting monetized. Finally. So that's tomorrow morning. I get to do my background artist. Please do, Magma. That'd be interesting. Bank account soon. Bank account soon is a big maybe, actually. Bank account soon is quite a big maybe. Chat shock the dog. Can I throw money you finally? Soon. Soon. I hope to have all that rolling by April at the most. Because April is actually the 2-year streaming anniversary for me. I have been doing it for 2 years. On the note, chat, you should, if you're not in the Discord, you should join the Discord. But also, we are actually well on our way to 1,000 subs. We are actually really close to 750, and hopefully we can hit 1,000 by April, so we can get that rolling. Can we have dog dollars? I know it's gonna be great. Bank account temp, stop procrastinating. I'm working on it tomorrow. I'm almost maxed in Discords. There's a, you know what? Yeah, no, never mind. There probably is.
Sorry about that.
Oh, hi.
Hi, my body decided to play mean.
So your body is just being normal. Got it.
Yeah, it's definitely not what I wanted, but yeah, it happened.
So you weren't here. I didn't say specifically what I'm doing tomorrow, but I am going to be starting the process of getting bank accounts rolling.
Do you have an ID then?
Nope, not yet. That's tomorrow.
Okay.
As I said, starting the process. And chat, is not to say I don't have an ID. I do. It's just it needs updated.
Well, I'm glad that you're finally getting that underway.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. How was your week?
My week was fine. I would say my week has been fine so far. You know, I've been working and no, yeah, I've been working and doing things and it's been chill, you know. Um and after tomorrow is my weekend, so I'm excited to get to sit back down and do nothing for a couple. Well, I'm not gonna sit down and do nothing. I am gonna be doing things, but like it's gonna be nice to chill a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Damn, you were a sovereign citizen this whole time. Temp stonks rising. Yeah.
I can just look at you without your coat on all the time. You know, Akko has a coat that she wears 99% of the time, and yet you don't.
But dog milk.
You're gonna get demonetized before you even get there.
I know. I know. Don't worry, the new model will not have as much exposed.
Uh-huh. I don't believe you.
Let them puppies breathe. Did we lose another VTuber organization already? I have no idea. That is not my field.
Mythos-ish. Mythos is like restructuring. Mythos is like restructuring and stuff, but yeah.
Cinder has her boobs out. Why not you?
Cinder is I feel like it's slightly different.
To be fair,
That's
though,
just
YouTube
me,
is getting
though.
more lax, and to be fair, like nothing inappropriate is not like is showing. So it's just YouTube standards are weird.
That's fair. Neil Mahan wants to see them puppies, I guess.
Exactly. Throw him out in the cold. Don't bring him his jacket. Don't give him his jacket.
Damn.
Quit complaining, Akko. We like it. There you go. If chat
It's
likes
not that I'm
it,
complaining. It's just something I noticed.
hey, there is no nude toggle, unlike what happened to Ava.
Uh-huh.
YouTube is sensitive about belly buttons. Yeah, but
I would imagine so.
oh well. It is weird. Again, YouTube is very weird. YouTube is forcing him to only show 0.1% of his power. So as far as my week, we missed out on a stream. We missed out on the Undertale stream this week, and I'm a little upset about that.
Oh my gosh, you didn't stream Undertale?
No.
I'm upset.
You haven't even started Black Mesa yet. Don't give me that.
Technically, yes, I have started Black Mesa. I just haven't finished it.
On stream?
Oh, do I have to stream it?
Yes. That was the rules.
Okay. Well, then the answer
You
is
made the
no.
rules.
I don't remember this. I'll have to rewatch the stream later.
His internet was not interneting. So yeah, there was no Undertale.
Temp traded my internet with his.
Yeah. Temp needs to finish baking the fish woman in Undertale. Akko hag maxing.
Am I really, though?
Well, when you have the memory of a goldfish.
I would say that my memory is much bigger than a goldfish. I am an octopus.
But not by much. Akko altered the deal. Pray he doesn't alter it again.
Oh my goodness. This is kind of like random VTuber news, but Beetle broke the hype train record again.
Fun.
Well, okay, listen. You say just fun. That's level 126. That means he's gotten over almost 130,000 subs and over 1 million bits. And he just did that. Like, it literally just happened the other day. And he broke it again.
Cool.
That means that he's made over $1 million again. I mean, like, there's nothing much more to say on that. It's just, the man broke it again.
It's a bit of money. The swarm grows.
Indeed it is.
So as far as my week, we did not stream Undertale yesterday. Not yesterday, Friday. But we did start our new Science Dogs project yesterday.
Oh.
Me and
so
Magma,
it's still Science Dogs?
Me and Magma are playing Resident Evil 5. I was discussing with chat, because I've already mentioned before that I want to play it with them all, because it is technically the racist Resident Evil, and we know them all.
So you're telling me you didn't want to wait for them all?
No. I was actually talking to people in Discord, and some people were saying, well, I actually would like to see both. You know, to get Magma's... Because Magma's also never played 5. So to get Magma's perspective, and then to get Amal's perspective.
So you're going to play it twice?
Yeah.
I see.
Talk to Amal playing it then? I need to. It's just having the time to sit down with them all and go over the details. Because the mall is very busy.
Yes, for being a woman that stays at home all the time, she is a very busy woman.
Mm-hmm. Dogs love playing the same game for years. I'm not Akko. I do not play Minecraft nonstop.
No, well, okay, that doesn't count anymore because I'm not playing Minecraft nonstop. Now it's
Our creators.
now it's our creators harvesting mushrooms.
By the time he beats the game, Magma Temp might have the game controls figured out. The game controls are a little weird, but to be fair, it is a 2009 game.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's right. It's not the remade version because the remade version is going to remove all the black people.
We don't even have a remake for 5 yet.
No?
No.
So they're just going to remove all the black people.
They actually cannot because that requires them to change full-on regions.
They'll just remove all the black people, replace it with white Africans.
In fact, there are white people in the game too, like even like white zombies. But
yeah,
because the actual story takes place in Africa, they would have to completely rewrite the game to make it work.
No.
Yes.
No, you can still have it in Africa. Just have the white Africans there.
They won't do that. But to be fair, I think part of the reason why 5 will take a while is because the game was built around co-op. So they need to have basically the remake style in co-op.
Right.
So I don't think that's up on their priority list at the moment. I do think they will do it though.
You think so?
I do. It's just a matter of
fair.
when. Are they even making a remake of 5? We don't know. The 2 remakes that we are pretty sure about are Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil Code Veronica. So, I do think 5 is happening. I was actually talking with Dylan, and I mentioned this yesterday on stream, but I don't know who saw it because the internet was shitting the bed. That because this year is the 30th anniversary of Resident Evil, that I would not be surprised at all if they shadow dropped or like just spontaneously announced a remaster of the original Resident Evil 1 remake they did on the GameCube.
Uh-huh.
Because they've already done a remake, so they could just remaster it for modern hardware.
Remaster it, recut it, and re-release it.
Yep, exactly. They have to race swap Chris and make him yell "kill the boar" like most Africans do.
Oh gosh.
Resident Evil 5 was actually one of the last games for a while that had Roger Craig Smith as Chris Redfield as well. So I got to listen to Sonic just smash zombies.
Whoa, we're gonna kill some zombies today, bro.
And rewrite it for the new canon. Yes, but they cannot remove the boulder punching scene. Again, like, I understand why people don't like the remakes. I do. But I think as far as gameplay is concerned, it definitely is a good step in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's a good way for people to actually get into the series. Either way. Please remake Code Veronica. Capcom, also happy Sunday. Welcome, Syntax. Boulder punching is canon because of Village. They actually mentioned the boulder punching scene in 8. So, yeah. They'd have to keep it if they remade 5. And actually, Capcom has actually been getting more open to just showing offensive things again. So,
offensive how?
Well, for instance, in Final Fantasy, that's Square. In Monster Hunter Wilds, they actually have several times where they have titties bouncing. And to be fair, like, that's not offensive to a lot of people, but
it's offensive to some people.
It's offensive to some people, and that's the people that these companies are trying to appease.
And yet they're not?
They're definitely moving away from it. Not completely, but they're moving away from it.
Mm-hmm.
The remakes are great. Not talking about RE3R, but Capcom is trying to rewrite the canon. Yeah, they are. And it sucks, but What can you do? There's nothing we can do. They've already set this course, so they will stick to it. Yeah, they just played Mega Man and VGA Awards. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Gabby made a race bent magma. It's amazing.
oh yeah, Shevma Fox.
That's funny.
So that's because the reason how Resident Evil 5 works is you have Chris Redfield and you have Sheva. And Sheva is a character exclusive to RE5, but she is black, so to speak. She's black. But
So to speak, she should just be black, shouldn't she?
yes. But the person who is hosting the game plays as Chris, and the person not hosting plays as Sheva. Because I was hosting the game, Magma played as Sheva. She's Black Jill.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Sounds
And
like diversity in me.
And several times. So because of how the game works, you either play as Chris or you play as because the only time you see Sheva, like when someone's playing as Sheva, is co-op. Otherwise, you're just playing as Chris the whole time. So when you go to like open a door or something like that, or like a gate or a door and needs two people, and Sheva starts it first, she can't do shit. So every time Magma started a section where we needed to both be opening the door, he'd basically just say, "Help! I need my white man."
Magma said that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was funny. I had to delete a few comments from yesterday's stream. Yesterday's stream
Why?
was really funny.
Wait, why'd you have to delete some
The
comments?
amount of racism in chat yesterday.
Really?
Not the white part. Okay, fair. Not specifically the white part, but
Fuck, now I need humidifiers.
anyway,
Okay. And vapors.
we were horrible. You were, and I was laughing my ass off. There was a bit of glowing. But I don't think you could have done RE5 any different from glowing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was wonderful. The only time I really had to remove comments was when it was too much that I was afraid YouTube might be like, no, cease. So.
It kind of depends, I'm going to be honest with you.
It does. On that note, chat, next week there will be no RE5 stream. It does not mean it's going away, but Magma will be gone that weekend. So
Magma travels a lot.
So there will be no RE5 stream next week. Instead, we will be resuming RE4 on that Saturday. Because I want to make it through it before 9.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, let's get into some stories.
Let's. Sorry, I have Arby's. I have the
Arby's?
meats right now.
You
Yes, I
have
do.
the meats?
Indeed. I don't get it that often,
Why are
but
you
I decided to
showing
have the meat.
Steam. I don't want you showing Steam. Have you seen the retarded Wesker mod? No. Okay. Let me pull up our docket. I guess we'll start off with this. Katsuhiro Harada, the producer and director of Tekken, has left Bandai Namco today after 30 years of working on the franchise.
Do we know why?
He just, as far as we're aware, but we'll read the article from Dexerto. After 3 decades of shaping Tekken, Katsuhiro Harada... God, Dexerto, why are you a pile of garbage? Katsuhiro Harada says goodbye in 2 blunt lines and closes a chapter fans never thought would end. Or never thought would end. For 31 years, Katsuhiro Harada was Tekken. He joined Namco in early 1990s, moved from sales into development, and went on to lead the series from its arcade origins through its rise as a global fighting game mainstay. Tekken turned 30 under his watch and became a fixture of esports and a pillar of Bandai Namco's lineup. On December 31st, Harada posted a short message on X saying, "I'm no longer a developer/creator of the Tekken series. Harada_Tekken is completely dead." The post followed an earlier announcement on December 7th, confirming Harada would leave Bandai Namco at the end of 2025. The company echoed his message, reposting it from the official Tekken account, and stressing that nothing changes for Tekken 8, its DLC plans, or the franchise's long-term roadmap. Harada was even invited back as a guest for the Tekken World Tour Finals in January of 2026. As for why now, neither side framed the exit as a split or dispute. Bandai Namco described it as Harada's decision and thanked him for more than 3 decades of work. Harada himself has been candid about the timing, with the Tekken series reaching its 30th anniversary. He shared on X early this month saying, "I felt this was the most fitting moment to bring one chapter to a close." Over the past 4 or 5 years, he had already been handing off responsibilities, including story, world building, to the next generation. So Tekken will continue without its most visible figurehead, led by a team Harada helped prepare. Still, for many fans, seeing Harada declare his own handle completely dead made it real.
Completely dead. So okay, so is he being overly dramatic, or is it just
No,
is he actually like
So his Twitter handle is Harada_Tekken. Because
Yeah.
he's no longer the director of Tekken and he's exited Bandai Namco, he's saying his tag on Twitter is dead.
Yes.
Because if he's no longer at Bandai Namco and he's no longer the head of Tekken, that tag is done.
Right. I still just like kind of find it baffling that like saying it's dead is like kind of extreme, which is why I was just kind of like, oh, is this a good thing or a bad thing? Is there a reason why he's saying that it's dead?
No, it's
It just kind of felt weird.
he's saying it's dead because his time with the company is done.
Okay.
Stan Lee still posts on Twitter. Stan Lee is dead.
Okay, so then it's a fan, not a fan, a house member.
Or Marvel.
I would hope that it's not Marvel.
I would hope it's not Marvel, but I could see it being Marvel. T8 has been
That would be
dog water.
weird.
I've heard Tekken 8 has not been great, but
Why is that?
seems weird to be talking about guys' tags on this stream. It is, but but we still should talk about it because it happened.
Wait, why is it weird?
Must be a necromancer. Very obviously a necromancer for Stanley. Clearly. To be fair, I highly doubt he ever actually used his Twitter.
No, I bet you it was run by the family.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Stanley the one that alleged that he was being abused by his family?
I believe so.
It was like him or somebody else.
Yeah. Stanley's being puppeted. I mean, now, very much now, it is clearly either family or corporate.
I feel like that much is kind of
Obvious.
obvious.
Yeah, exactly.
He is dead, so you know.
To add into the same news, the time has come. Doug Bowser, president of Nintendo of America, has left his position after more than 10 years with the company. Chat, can you believe Reggie's been gone for over 10 years?
And I can believe that, but I can also like just be like, can you believe that this guy basically like came in, inherited what Reggie did, and then like did basically nothing for 10 years?
Oh, don't worry. He's being replaced by a woman, so.
I know. A woman that, if I remember correctly, we both previously said that she might be good.
It's very hit and miss with her. Because again, based on her track record, it could be good. But she's a woman.
Damn. How
There's not a good
woman's
track
looking
record
for
with
you.
women running these companies. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but she's not she's just running the US version. It's not gonna be like
Right. But the president of NOA does make vital decisions or help sway vital decisions.
I guess we'll have to wait and see then.
Like, the more I've heard about it, like, the president of NOA would constantly be going to meetings in Japan, like actively flying to Japan and participating in meetings.
Mm-hmm.
So, DEI hires. Here's the weird thing. She's been there longer, almost as long as Reggie was. If not as long as
she's
Reggie
been with the
was.
company as long as she's been in the company as long as he has. I'm less willing to say, oh, she's a horrible person, and more just being like, I am cautiously optimistic.
Yes. She is someone I want to wait and see what happens because she's not new. She's new to the position, but she's been in Nintendo for a very, very long time.
She's not new to the culture.
No.
I think that's the way to say it.
Mhm.
You have to kind of people would have to kind of look at like her track record recently to kind of know more about her. And I haven't really looked into it, but I kind of just heard that like wasn't she just a numbers person in the company?
I believe so, yes. But that's the thing, she's a numbers
Okay.
person. Is like if she's seeing bad numbers from, products, maybe that's enough to sway like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be doing this,
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna increase the size of my model just so it's good enough size. Akko is not streaming today.
Not big enough
So
yet.
for those who don't know why it's just me, Akko has fully hand off the reins of Dogwave to me. So it is exclusively me streaming Dogwave now, and Akko is just not.
Yes. Most people were more interested in going in for the articles anyway. And that's what temp shows. I just show a tiny square of it.
Yep. This came after,
showed.
and I'm not saying names because it's dumb, but there was some discussion of people coming over to my stream because Akko plays games more than showed the news, and I was showing the news more than playing games.
Yes.
So it just became better for me to just host it.
I'll be honest, there's no reason that more than one person should host a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why Mizu is the only one that hosts under the team.
Mhm.
Hi there.
It was called Dogwave for a reason. That's very true. Booba can never be big enough. There are limits. There are limits. Now my limits are way farther than some people, but there are limits. Is Akko still going to stream? Of course, just not Dogwave.
No Dogwave. Just not Dogwave. It's
Just-
okay though.
Yep. She's a lawyer's person. A lot of bad lawsuits have her on them. Yeah, that is definitely something as well. Is you kind of consider that she was a part of some of the bigger lawsuits, like as a thing I'm aware of that she was involved in the Power World one, but I don't know that
Was
for
she?
certain.
Okay. Well, they're kind of losing that one right now.
Oh, that one's almost guaranteed to lose at this point.
No, yeah. I mean, Mizu's kind of been keeping up with it, and it's basically just like nothing's happening.
That's why Power World even stopped talking about it. It's like there's nothing to talk about here. Like we're just gonna focus on making our game. Which Power World should be entering 1.0 this year. We don't know when. My guess is Q2.
Oh, my bet is that they were waiting until this kind of shit like cooled down a little
Yep.
bit. But yeah, I would assume so.
I'm going to guess what's going to happen is this is going to. I have a feeling Nintendo's going to settle.
Yeah, you think so?
I do. I think Nintendo's going to settle. And then what's going to happen is Power World. They've probably been working on a background version of the game that had all the same assets that was basically told to be removed.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would
that
believe
way,
I would definitely
if they
believe it.
settled and they could re-add the stuff back in, they could just do it basically at the flip of a switch.
It would be crazy because that would mean this is the first time Nintendo lost.
No, well, in this sense, yes. In that sense, yes, but not the first time.
What would have been the first time then?
Now you gotta make me look this stuff up.
I mean, like you're saying it, and I'm curious. So educate me, my man.
In Germany, Nintendo lost a court case related to its eShop pre-order refund policy. The Federation of German Consumer Organizations and the Norwegian Consumer Council
That doesn't count.
challenged
don't count
Nintendo's
that.
policy. Okay. Nintendo also lost a significant patent infringement case in 2023, being ordered to pay $21 million to East Texas-based company Aniscape over 12 patents related to game controller technology, including force feedback and analog sensor systems. The ruling applied to the GameCube, Wavebird, and Wii Classic controllers.
It's a rough one, but I would say sure. Okay.
But as far as games are concerned, this is the first one.
Okay. I mostly have meant games, you know.
Yeah. As far as games are concerned, this is the first one. Nintendo was so desperate. That's the reason why they were suing, is becoming more broad. Yeah. So I do expect Nintendo to lose the Power World lawsuit. And they, to be fair, I'm not going to say Pocket Pair probably assumed they were going to lose or they were going to win the lawsuit. But that's why I'm saying they probably
Nobody
had.
expected it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm basically saying there is a decent chance that Power World probably had a backup version of the game being worked on with the assets they had to remove from the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Or at least kept those assets up to date so they could just re-add them.
Okay.
But there's no proof of that. That's pure speculation.
Yeah. No, that's fair, but I would say probably right, honestly.
Remember when Sony couldn't put Rumble support in their controllers because of a patent? To be fair, that was one patent that I understand. It's dumb, but it's not like the Pokemon patent that Nintendo's trying to pull, or the Warner Brothers patent from the Shadow of Mordor series, and the
Wait,
Nemesis
why
system.
couldn't they do it?
Because Nintendo had a patent for the Rumble stuff in their controllers.
Okay.
That's why Sony couldn't use the Rumble features. Which is actually
see.
why they ended up using haptic feedback triggers in the PS5 controllers.
I see. That's still pretty dumb in my personal opinion.
It is, but Nintendo is Nintendo. Chat, who feels like glowing?
Uh-oh.
Because I want to glow a little bit.
I'm confused here. You never join my political streams, and now you're gonna politisburg a little bit.
Okay, so here's a great example. Yao Guang is trans femme because only male peacocks have blue-green feathers. So this is a female character. This is the new character coming to
Are we sure about that?
Rail.
Are we sure about that?
They are saying, now this person, which is very, very, you can see hurt box right here. Basically, they ended up searching saying, do only male peacocks have blue feathers? And they said, in the Google's AI said yes. Generally, only male peacocks have the vibrant iridescent blue feathers.
Yes.
This character is wearing a dress with iridescent blue feathers, and it's a she. So because of that, they're saying she is trans.
Does she transform into a peacock?
I don't know.
Well, I would say that that's like a good question to kind of have, because if she does transform into a peacock and she does have those colors, I think it's dumb, but it is definitely inaccuracy. That they do that. Even though I will say technically Star Rail is another universe, so it doesn't really matter, but there are people that are going to be stupidly anal about that.
The people who came to Star Rail are very similarly Genshin people.
Yeah, there's another reason why I'm not interested in the fandom for that game. Full of figs, I'll say.
Yeah.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
Reminds me of the male cow from Barnyard. Mr. Fantastic levels of stretching and reaching. Yeah, it's really stupid.
Yeah, there's no reason why male cows should have udders like that in Barnyard, but they just kind of threw that shit out the window and didn't care.
Yeah, and also, if for this character specifically, it's a dress. She does not have actual peacock feathers on her.
Again, change as soon as she gets revealed, but
yeah, exactly. Well, to be fair, she's already technically revealed, but counter argument: Kendra and Mizu have antlers, and both are women. No, Mizu's model is very much not a woman. Kendra, though. Imagine thinking the Chinese will put rainbow flag content in their game. Exactly. It's not going to happen. What's funny is they want to make us push that in our stuff, but here, they're like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Hoyo is a Chinese company. Trans argument automatically invalid. The only time that might be brought up is like, fucking localizers.
Your brain just slowed down there for a moment,
It
or
did.
Discord was dying.
No, my brain slowed down because my brain was to say like translation, and translation is not a bad word to use for that, but translators.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that I don't know if we should talk about, but we're
We
going
can
to.
talk about it.
Rants is coming to Steam. Anyone that knows about Rants, ooh,
For those who don't know, Rance is a
is
bad
hentai.
guy. Well, it is a hentai, but he's a bad guy because he rapes women.
Yeah.
He's like an anti-hero hero that you play.
Mm-hmm.
Although apparently the series is gonna get neutered.
Well, obviously, it's coming to Steam.
Yeah, but you can have hentai games on Steam that are
Yeah, but
that
every
have,
time a visual novel type game or like any game that started as an eroge or a hentai or whatever is going to get censored. Anyway, publisher Kagura Games has announced they're bringing the Rant series to popular PC platform Steam. Kagura Games is bringing the entire catalog of Rant games to Steam via a new partnership with Alice Soft and Manga Gamer, the latter of which originally translated the game for Western audiences. It remains unclear how much content will be cut from the games to get them approved for a Steam release, considering Rants has been associated with its adult content. Manga Gamer originally translated and released the games uncensored via their official website. The new releases include all the Rants games, Rants 01 plus 02, Rants 03, Rants 9, Rants 10, Rants Quest Magnum, Rants 4, and Sengoku Rants. Here's a rundown of the first 3 games, plus a teaser trailer. I'm not going to read all that. And we're not going to play the trailer either because I don't want YouTube mad, and I don't know what's in here, and I know what Rants is.
I mean, it is a YouTube trailer, so like, what do you mean?
I guess.
That sounds like very copyright-free music.
They can't hear it. We're fine. Apparently, female reindeer do have antlers. Kendra passes the check. Yeah, female reindeer do. Yeah. Quest Magnum. I see he's related to Danny DeVito.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm pretty sure the hentai stuff can be re-added in through mods.
I'm sure it probably will.
Probably day 1 even.
I just love how happy he looks in this trailer, knowing all of the shit that Lumi told me about him.
Yeah. So, that's coming to Steam. We don't know when. Unless they post a thing here. Yeah, it's just coming to Steam. Rants is an otaku classic series. Yeah, it's old. But it's very, very good, apparently. One correction, Temp localizers are not translators. In fact, many of them admit they don't even know Japanese at all. They just take dialogue or text and make them more familiar to Western audiences or make more sense. Translators so far have not been the issue. No, you're correct. You're absolutely correct, Victus. Temp, you know I will play the entire series. I know you will, Gabby.
Sounds like something Gabby would like.
Exactly. Oh my god, sorry, I am like, I've been yawning all day.
Oh yeah? Why are you
Yeah.
tired?
I'm positive it's the change in weather.
Oh, how has the weather been changing?
Cold and wet.
Cold and wet? Okay,
Cold and
fair
wet.
enough.
Katawa Sojo had to get toned down for Steam, but mods restored that pretty quickly. It'll happen here too. Same thing happened to the Fate Stay Night visual novels. And that's why it'll happen here too. If you want a more like not modern, modern is a bad way to put it. You want a more classic experience for this game, go buy it directly from Manga Gamer.
Well, yeah, that I was gonna say, isn't that the place to get it?
Yeah. If you want to have it on Steam, because that's the thing too, is like if you want games like this just on Steam, understandable, and then you can just mod it in or something like that. But if you want the more genuine experience, you could just buy it from Manga Gamer.
Right. Well, isn't that just kind of like what you do with a lot of these hentai games, like Monster Girl Quest?
Yeah. GOG also has it on sale, DRM free too. I guess it's a good segue. Chat, let's talk about GOG.
Oh yeah, GOG is undergoing some changes.
GOG is entering a new chapter. Michael Kaczynski, I probably butchered that, co-founder of CD Projekt and GOG, have acquired GOG from CD Projekt. The mission stays the same: make games live forever. Going back to our roots allows us to double down on what we do best: reviving classics, giving you a library you control rather than one that controls you, and offering the most gamer-friendly policies on the market. At the same time, we will continue our close cooperation with CD Projekt Red, and their upcoming games will be available on GOG. So let's go ahead and give the article a read. Oh. There we go. Hi everyone, GOG team here. Today, Misha Kaczynski, one of the co-founders of CD Projekt, and
it's Michael. Pretty sure.
I mean, here it says Michael. Oh no, wait.
Pretty sure it's Michael.
Oh, it's probably Michael. Yeah. One of the co-founders of CD Projekt and the co-founder of GOG has acquired GOG from CD Projekt. Why GOG and Michael Kaczynski are getting together? We believe the games that shaped us deserve to stay alive. Easy to find, buy, download, and play forever. But time is annoyingly good at erasing them. Rights get tangled, compatibility breaks, bills disappear, and a nostalgic evening often turns into a troubleshooting session. That's the difference between I'm playing today, the game lives on, and I'll play someday, the game dies. As Michael puts it, GOG stands for freedom, independence, and genuine control. GOG has always been built on strong values and clear principles. When Marcin Iwinski and Michael Kaczynski first came up with the idea for GOG in 2007, the vision was simple. Bring
some chinky names.
Bring classic games back to players, and make sure that once you buy a game, it truly belongs to you, forever. In the market, increasingly defined by mandatory clients and closed ecosystems, that philosophy feels more relevant than ever. This new chapter is about doubling down on that vision. We want to do more to preserve the classics of the past, celebrate standout games of today, and help shape the classics of tomorrow, including new games with real retro spirit. What does it mean for you? First of all, DRM free is more central to GOG than ever. Your library stays yours to enjoy. Same access, same offline installers, same sense of ownership. Your data stays with GOG, and GOG Galaxy remains optional. We'll keep our relationship with CD Projekt Red Games will continue to be available on GOG, and upcoming titles from the studio will also be released on the platform. If you're a GOG patron or you donate to support the preservation program, those funds stay within GOG. Your support has been huge this year, and we think that with your help, we can undertake even more ambitious rescue missions in 2026 and 2027. We'll have more to say about that sometime in 2026. GOG will remain independent in its operations. We will continue building a platform that's ethical, non-predatory, and made to last, while helping indie developers reach the world. We're also committed to giving the community a stronger voice with new initiatives planned for 2026. Thanks for being the reason all this matters. A lot of companies sell games. Viewers do the unglamorous work of making sure the games that shape people's lives don't quietly rot into incompatibility. Thanks for caring about this mission with us. We'll keep you posted as we ship. And in the meantime, you can dig into the full FAQ for the detailed answers. So let's kind of go into the FAQ. What is happening? Michael Kaczynski, the original co-founder and GOG and co-founder of CD Projekt, have acquired GOG from CD Projekt. GOG will continue operating as GOG, a distinct company with the same missions to make games last forever. Or live forever.
It's just not sitting under CD Projekt anymore.
Correct. Which is good. Because like I'm
I would
okay
say
with
so.
it being a portion of it. Like they've already said that CDPR games will continue to release on GOG at launch. At launch.
Damn, son.
I don't know when my brain's having a heart attack. At launch. But it will no longer be owned by CD Projekt Red.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good.
No, I would say so. I mean, like, was there really anything wrong with CD Projekt Red?
They are actually increasingly getting more and more DEI hires and more people
Well, yeah,
pushing
but
DEI
like
initiatives.
outside of that,
Outside of that, no, not really. They've been okay.
fair enough.
What is GOG's position in this? To us at GOG, this feels like the best way to accelerate what is unique about GOG. Michael Kaczynski is one of the people who created GOG around a simple idea. Bring classic games back and make sure that once you purchase a game, you have control over it forever. With him acquiring GOG, we keep long-term backing that is aligned with our values: freedom, independence, control, and making games stay playable over time. Makes me
Make games great
wonder
again.
if perhaps that specific, like this making games stay playable over time. I wonder if that was actually being talked about changing internally at CDPR. And
It's possible.
that's why he came in and rebought it from them. Because he is one of the co-creators of CDPR as well. He's probably on the board, or at least has some knowledge of what the happenings there. Cyberpunk is a good example of not trusting CDPR. Releasing such a horrible optimized game is very anti-gamer, even though it is the norm. Yeah, no, it is. Welcome,
yeah, I would
Avenged.
agree with
Thank you
that.
for the raid. Why is Michael Kaczynski doing this? Because he wants to preserve and grow the original philosophy behind GOG. In a PC market that keeps moving towards mandatory clients and closed ecosystems, he believes GOG's approach is more relevant than ever. No lock-in, no forced platforms, sense of ownership. His goal is to keep supporting both gamers and developers and strengthen GOG's mission. Preserve the classics of the past, celebrate standout games of today, and help shape the classics of tomorrow. Why is CD Projekt doing this? Selling GOG fits CD Projekt's long-term strategy. CD Projekt wants to focus its full attention on creating top-quality RPGs and providing our fans with other forms of entertainment based on our brands. This deal lets CD Projekt keep that focus while GOG gets stronger backing to pursue its own missions. Okay, so that leads me to question if maybe they were actually going to be focusing less on maintaining GOG over time to focus primarily on like Witcher 4 and Cyberpunk 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that meant that GOG was going to fall and die, and everything is just going to go to Steam. And not saying I have a problem with Steam, of course, but
no, I see. I get you.
So with the focus back towards the original creator of GOG, that focus can keep going. Does the mission of GOG change? No, our mission remains to make games live forever. Is DRM free still central to GOG? Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Yes,
Right?
DRM free is more central to GOG than ever. What happens to my GOG account? Nothing changes. Your account stays a GOG account. Good. Is GOG financially unstable? No, GOG is stable and has had a really encouraging year. In fact, we've seen more enthusiasm from gamers towards our mission than ever before. I wonder why.
I do find it funny that they say that no, we're not under financial troubles. It's kind of I mean, like, it makes sense, but it's just kind of funny that they kind of had to say that.
I mean, to be fair, when you have something like Epic, which survives off of Fortnite and Disney money,
I wonder how much longer the Disney money will last.
yeah. And then you Steam, which of course, Steam.
Which there's nothing wrong with Steam being Steam. It was just interesting.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
interesting. Excuse me.
Will my tips or GOG patrons' donations be shared with Michael Kaczynski or any other party? No, these funds stay within GOG to support preservation work, and they are not shared with publishers or other companies. Good.
Good. I agree. Good.
For example, in 2022, Bethesda, id Software, and ZeniMax got rid of their launcher as part of a deal for GOG and Steam to be their primary distributors. That's what they mean by larger backers. They are taking over the old libraries and old IPs. Yep. Well, you also got to consider as well, and it goes back to what we were talking about earlier with Resident Evil, is GOG acquired the publishing license for Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 on GOG.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the only modern ways to play the original, like the truly original versions of those games. Besides, unless you want to buy the actual original versions.
On
like they're like PS1.
on disc.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which I still need to buy those. What happens to my library? Nothing. Your library remains yours to enjoy, even if a game gets delisted, as it always has. Can I still download offline launchers? Yes. Will you share my data with Michael Kaczynski or other parties? No. GOG remains the controller of your data, and nothing changes here. Will CD Projekt Red games continue to release on GOG? CD Projekt Red games will continue to be available on GOG, and upcoming titles from the studio will also be released on the platform. So, all across the board, this seems really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly recommend, chat, take a, if you don't know anything about GOG, I'd take a gander at it.
I mean, I've used it before. I think that's how I originally got Cyberpunk 2077, because it did not come to Steam.
No, it came to Steam on day one.
Was it on Steam day one?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
Where's my GOG account? I know I have Galaxy installed on my computer. I've actually never used GOG. I have it, but I've never actually, I actually have 114 games in my GOG, library.
Seriously? You have that many and you've never used it?
Yeah. All of them are free. Every last one of them is a free game.
So.
Actually, no. There's a whole bunch of hentai games on here that are not. Because when we were talking about the whole... Oh, what is that? The Australian censorship stuff that was going on a few months ago.
Okay.
And there was a bundle. I think it was through Humble or something like that. That was specifically to promote not safe for work games.
Uh-huh.
And basically,
and you bought a bunch of not safe for work games just to give a middle finger.
It was just in that bundle specifically to help support that. So I claimed that and added it all to my account.
Fair enough. Was that ever fixed, or is No, wait, that's right, because the entire thing is still it's still being litigated, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah. Prime Game. Well, that's the stuff from the Visa and MasterCard stuff we talked about. And
yeah, that's still technically being litigated, isn't it?
I don't know.
Still a problem. Kind of what I mean.
All the original Resident Evils are on there. Yeah. I want to use GOG, but it rejects us all base cards. Yeah. GOG will also give out free games as well. Prime Gaming gives away games through GOG half the time. Yep. It's harder for them to acquisition those things and make those deals with their stock being public and hugely affected by CDPR. So it's probably an investor move to cut CDPR out to attract more venture capitalists and investment firms. Yeah, again, we'll have to wait and see what truly happens with this. But I think for the moment, what we're seeing here is incredibly good.
Yeah.
It's just, will it stay this way or will something change? So we will have to wait and see what happens overall.
I guess we will have to wait and see, won't we?
And in fact, CDPR actually responded to this, obviously because they made the sale. Big news: CD Projekt has sold 100% of GOG to Michael Kaczynski, one of its original founders. For CD Projekt, this lets us focus 100% of our energy on what we do best: telling captivating stories through our games and expanding our IPs with new, high-quality projects. Rest assured, CDPR games will continue to be available on the platform, and yes, that includes our upcoming titles too. I wish GOG all the best in this next chapter of their journey. Steam just seems far better than GOG. I could believe that for a lot of people, actually.
I could believe that too.
But at the same time, if like people who want to have like preservation and have less DRM, because like, oh, if you want to buy on GOG, you have your offline installers. You don't have to have anything more for GOG than an account to where your games are claimed, and then you could download the launcher from there and not use GOG again if you wanted to.
Right.
Whereas Steam, if you want to play stuff on Steam, you have to be running your Steam account. You have to do a whole bunch of other things. But when it comes to PC gaming on, like, say, Linux is a great example here, Steam is probably going to be your best bet.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
But and again, you know what? Maybe Steam will start working with GOG, at least in some capacity for this. I doubt it. But
I highly doubt that.
considering what Steam was originally made from, that being, a way to tell Microsoft to go fuck themselves.
I guess
maybe.
at this point we're just kind of waiting and seeing.
Exactly. GOG is, after all, the only real competitor to Steam, and they seem to have a very friendly relationship. I play all my early 2000s games and older on GOG because I can just keep them on a drive and play them whatever, never dependent on servers or services. Exactly. Yeah. There are reasons to use GOG. Like for me, I have stuff like Fallout 1, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, Oblivion, Morrowind. All of those on not Epic. I probably do have them on Epic, but on GOG. Like, I have the Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War games on GOG. I have Prey. I have Postal 2. Like, I have a whole bunch of Star Wars games on here. Solaris. Like, I have a bunch of games on here that I would love to play. But I also have most of these on Steam. But having an alternative like GOG is great.
Yeah, it's the alternative that's useful.
Exactly.
An alternative that like won't punish you if you don't like keep up with them.
Exactly. The offline installers can also be opened up and used for things such as putting the game on an old PC that can run it, like Homeworld. Yeah, exactly. Occo, if you can entertain chat for about 2 minutes, I will be right back. I'm going to use the restroom.
You want to show my game or something? Oh, he's gone. He's gone, chat. My goodness. Well, chat, hi. I just died in Arc Raiders after finding a mushroom. I'm really upset about that because I need to get me all of the shrooms. We're just shroom hunting to the max right now. And I'm really upset because I lost all my shrooms and I'm very far away from where I want to go. Awesome. Cool. Well, that's okay. That's okay. We can run. Dance for you. I can't dance. I'm a yippee PNG right now. I'm the furthest thing away from being able to dance, my good friend. Hi mom, hello. Hello. I'm very tired, chat. And tomorrow I was told to come in a little bit later. It's okay because I'm not streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow is movie night. I think we're doing Starship Troopers 3?
Probably
I want to
3.
say. I want to say is probably 3. I would assume so, based off of the fact that we watched 2 the other night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always tired.
You
It's like the
you are
Hulk.
always
I'm always
tired.
angry. I mean, like, is there a
Ironically,
problem with
while
that?
you were gone, people were asking like, okay, so how long in a Dogwave will it take for Akka to be tired and want to be done?
I mean, I will go as long as needed.
You should make an active Boogie a horizontally flipped Akka Yippee so that when you talk, it dances. That'd be
Oh, that
cool.
would be funny. I mean, like, we're slowly expanding the Yippee stonks. I'm waiting for the person to get back with my Yippee mold. They sent me a picture of it and I liked it, so I'm waiting for the STL so I can print one. And then I'll have to figure out how to attach different colors to it because I don't think that the thing that he designed will come with the colors already.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to design the thing that gives the colors. But maybe what I'll do is I'll print one, and if people want just bare white ones, I'll do that. I have a Korsh STL. You can send me that. I'll print one just for the shits and giggles, I guess.
Could be funny.
Also, Victus, you need to reply to me. I sent you a DM. I need you to reply to me. Unless you did and I didn't see it.
It's very possible that Victus did and you just didn't notice it.
Very possible.
Chat, it has been over an hour. I should show. Chat, if you enjoy the content I produce, I would greatly appreciate it if you left a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, join the Discord as it is the best place to know when I go live. We have rare dogs there. A lot of rare dogs. And we're actually very close to 750 the last time I looked. And we hopefully will actually be doing our 2-year anniversary stream in April. So I'm aiming, hopefully, to be hitting 1,000 subs by April. So thank you so much for the continued support. It does mean a lot to me. And again, thank you so much, chat.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, you know what? Since we're on the topic of game launchers, why don't we talk about this?
Okay.
I didn't have it in our docket, so I'm just gonna do this here. The Steam Awards happened.
It did. I was tempted to like talk about it, but then I didn't. But yes, the Steam Awards happened.
So we had our nominations, but now our nominees have obviously changed.
Did we talk about the nominations when they came out?
We did.
I don't recall doing that, honestly.
By Rare Dogs, Temp means his feet picks. There's none of that there.
No, chat, you're gonna have to pay Temp for that.
Did you talk about Anthem being shut down the 16th of this month? No, I forgot to add the Anthem being shut down stuff to the docket. If someone could put that in my server in the Dogwave suggestions chat, that'd be phenomenal. Anyway, so the finalists for Game of the Year on Steam was Arc Raiders, Silksong, Clair Obscure, Dispatch, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Okay.
In this case, Silksong did win.
I mean, it's to be expected.
It was either going to be Silksong or Clair Obscure.
No, yeah. And, you know, I would say that what won was... It was fair.
Exactly. So, Silksong won. This is actually its first huge award that it won.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's nothing more, as far as I'm aware, than just, hey, you won Game of the Year. You don't get anything.
I think it's just like the idea of just like, hey, you won.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Exactly. Then we had our Steam VR Game of the Year awards, and that went to Midnight Walk.
I have never.
I have no comment on any VR games. Mostly because I don't play any VR games. I'm hoping 2026 will be a major change to that idea, because I do intend to grab the Steam frame, but Valve has not announced prices or dates.
That's right. I remember you were like really hefty on buying a
Meta Quest 3S.
A Meta, and then like and they're like, well, they announced this, so I'm gonna wait. And
Monster Star, thank you for the sub.
And now like You're kind of just hoping that it's not a bajillion dollars.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I still intend to get one because I can definitely put it towards streaming. But
Uh-huh. Got to get yourself a bank account so that you can pay your taxes.
yeah, exactly. Better than how Jeff Keighley awarded Silksong? Yeah. Jeff Keighley actively like mocked it. But the
Oh,
finalists for
goodness.
this were FIFA 25, or sorry, not FIFA. F1 2025, The Midnight Walk, Pavlov, LM Le Mans Ultimate, and Emissary Zero. Again, I have no comment on any of the VR titles because I don't play VR games.
No, yeah. I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about these, so I feel like it would be useless to mention it.
The Labor of Love award went to Baldur's Gate 3, which
Okay.
is surprising, admittedly, considering it did stop support. The game is done, like done.
I mean, like, yeah, it makes sense.
The finalists for this category were Helldivers 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Rust, No Man's Sky, and Dota 2.
Okay.
I figured this was either going to go to No Man's Sky or Helldivers 2. Because Arrowhead has been knocking out of the park lately with just, making the game better and better and better. And then there's No Man's Sky, which is just
It's No Man's
Sky. Yeah, so the fact it went to BG3 is surprising, but not unwelcome. Though
Yeah.
I am very, very glad. I'm excited for Divinity. Because, and in fact, Larian's already said that they did not like working on BG3 and, near the end. Because they had to basically deal with wizards, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's Divinity,
now,
it is all on their own. And they're excited for that.
Once we see Divinity, I expect it to there was a lot of craziness in Baldur's Gate. I will be kind of disappointed if they don't dial it up
Exactly.
more.
Exactly.
Because I know that based off of the trailer, I know they can. They just my question will be is when they do dial it up, who's going to allow them to release it on their platform?
Obviously, Steam.
Well, obviously. Maybe.
GOG is probably a big one. I don't know about Epic. It will probably be on Xbox and PlayStation, and I think the only one we're probably not going to be looking at for Divinity is going to be whatever Nintendo has out. Act 3 BG3 was something. Act 3 BG3 was really good. Act 1 is still the best. Yeah, Act 1 is still very much the best act. But I think the entirety of BG3 was still fantastic. You're expecting orgies. Yeah, oh yeah. I fully expect Divinity to test...
There's an orgy in the trailer.
I expect Divinity to test the lengths Twitch is willing to show. Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, probably. Could very well be that you're not allowed to show it.
There's a
bad it gets.
Decent chance that people that want to stream this will have to go someplace like Chatterbait or Fansly.
Maybe.
Or
maybe.
Kick.
I mean, Kick kind of has some sexual content policy rules as well.
Again, it depends, because again, this thing is there is stuff in Cyberpunk that made Twitch have to change some of its policies and basically say, you're allowed to show this stuff, but do not show it for the sake of I want to show titty or I want to show sex scenes. This is in the game, that's fine, but don't go out of your way to show that for the sake of showing it.
Yeah.
Surely there's a streamer mode toggle. There will probably be a streamer mode toggle. Or Twitch will just say, hey, you can stream this game, just don't go out of your way to show these things.
Right.
Best Game on Steam Deck award went to Hades 2.
Hades 2. What was it going up against?
Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, Clover Pit,
Okay.
Digimon Story Time Stranger, and Ball Pit.
Well, with all of those other lackluster sounding options, I can understand why it
I've heard
specifically won.
Deep Rock Galactic Survivor is just Vampire Survivors, but Deep Rock. Cool. Clover Pit, as far as I'm aware, is like, what if you had Balatro, but slots?
Yeah.
Ball Pit is pinball, I think, pinball, but roguelite.
Okay.
And then, of course, Digimon Story Time Stranger is just Digimon. Like, it competed with Legends Arceus. Let's put it that way. But I'm still not surprised it went to Hades 2. Hades 2, like, Hades is very, very popular on Steam Deck already. And Hades 2, gameplay-wise, is just more of the same, if not improved. I'm not going to say anything about the story because I don't know, and I know people have divisive opinions about the story and some character designs. Aphrodite.
They literally nuded Aphrodite's. It was quite insane to see how she went from a 10 to a 0.
Yeah. Temp, which would you rather have, a 5060 or a 5070? 5070. No question. But I have a 9070 XT, which is better than a 5070. So. Digimon and Deep Rock Galactic Survivor deserve that award more. I could believe that. I'm really excited because this year we should be getting Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core. And I'm so excited for Rogue Core. Because Rogue Core is just, it's a roguelite. Instead of having like, it's kind of like a first-person shooter roguelite. Where it's like, it's not like Deep Rock Galactic, like the modes it has. It's also not Survivor, which is more Vampire Survivors. It is genuinely like run-based, like Binding of Isaac, almost in a way. But Deep Rock,
Right.
which could be really fun.
It could be. I think my problem I'm slowly coming across is everybody's doing the same kinds of game now. And
Yeah.
like my thing is make whatever game you want, you know? If you want to like make a game that's like a parody or just like your own take on something else, I don't mind, you know, free market, all that kind of stuff. Hey, maybe you will reinvent the wheel. But like if there's already a Binding of Isaac out there or a Risk of Rain, I'm not going to go out when the next one comes out.
To
You
be fair,
know, there's a reason why like there's like 5 or 6 Satisfactory clones that exist. I've only played Satisfactory because all of the other ones, like I looked at them and I've gotten like
Factorio.
Factorio is a little different though because it is in my personal opinion different enough that it would that I don't count it as much.
No, right.
The point though that I'm making is like for me, you have to do more than just be the second, third, or fourth clone of a game type that already exists. You actually have to be a little bit more interesting. And when it comes to games where it's just like, oh, this is just like Binding of Isaac, I'm going to be like, I will probably not play it then.
No, right. I get that. And like that's the thing is like nothing has been able to capture what Isaac is. Which
I mean, it's got a good amount of morbidity.
Well, no, even in the case of like runs, like no matter what, like you have your set end bosses, but every boss is like it's random. Like you have specific like floor set bosses, but no matter what, your items will never be the same every run.
Right. And some games can do that. I just like I have a game already that does it. So, I'm not interested in another one.
No, absolutely. Yippee Tism Sims? Yeah. On the note of games like that are happening this year, or maybe something like that, I have made a commitment to myself, and I'm insane for it.
Okay.
I am finally going to be sitting down and playing Terraria this year.
I tried. I can't play Terraria unless it's with other people.
That's fair.
It's more than just being 2D Minecraft because I think it's more than that. I just like tried and I was like, I can't.
No, that's absolutely fair.
Mm.
I have almost 50 hours in the game, but I played back when there was, not as much to do as there especially is now. That was back before like a lot of the bosses that we have now and the achievement system. And since I played it originally, it's almost a night and day difference. It almost feels like a completely different game.
Uh-huh.
So this year, I want to make a concerted effort to actually sit down and play Terraria.
To finish it, or
Yeah, all the bosses.
fair enough.
But, we'll see. Play Vintage Story instead? I know, I have to play Vintage Story. The Better with Friends award was awarded to Peak. This,
I mean, I kind of understand. It's what is it running against right now?
The
There's not been a
finalists
lot of
were Battlefield 6, Repo, Schedule 1, and Split Fiction.
wait. Schedule 1 is multiplayer?
Yes.
Fair enough. I feel like Repo should have won though.
Repo was probably the one it was going up against the most.
Probably.
But you do have to consider this is that Peak is streamer slop. Repo is friend slop.
So was Repo. No, Repo is also streamer
Compared
slop.
to the
I've
both,
seen plenty of streamers.
compared to both, you are seeing way more people play Peak than Repo.
I guess. I just I don't know. I disagree that it's like more popular, maybe.
Peak was a streaming bait game. Yeah, it is. Repo should have won. I agree. Repo should have won. I've done exactly one stream of Peak, and I'm telling you right now, I do not like it. But Repo nights when we had them, oh my god, those were so much fun.
Yeah.
So
I would say that Repo is definitely more fun. The thing with Peak was it definitely had more excuse me, a Repo was way more free flowing and Peak is way more restrictive in things, and I think that's what made it difficult for people to enjoy.
Yeah. I don't know if Repo is going to 1.0 this year. I also don't know if Peak is going into 1.0 this year. But I feel like things might change once Repo goes into 1.0. Have you modded your Repo? The last time we played, yes. But all we modded was increasing the player limit and I think it was better proximity chat, I think. I forget the mods we had. No, one of them was shared stats. So we could all just buy stats and have it shared across the party. So outstanding visual style went to Silent Hill F.
What did it go up against?
Doom: The Dark Ages, My Little Puppy,
My Little Puppy. What the fuck?
on Dream Barbecue, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
I forgot that Rebirth was on Steam now.
Rebirth came to Steam at the beginning of 2025.
Okay.
I've not seen anything about My Little Puppy or Dream Barbecue. I have played Doom: The Dark Ages, and it's just more Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal as far as graphically.
Okay.
I can understand why it went to Silent Hill F.
A very pretty game, for sure.
Yeah. I could have also seen it going to not Resident Evil, because it's not even here. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because Rebirth is also a gorgeous game. But as far as I don't know anything about the other ones, Doom was not winning that. I don't even know why Doom was up there. I really don't know why Doom was there. But Rebirth, I get. And I'm sure the other two I'll probably get too. Like, hold on.
Because that's the Doom game that came out this year.
Oh, right. This is... Okay. I can understand why this one was up there.
Oh right, yeah, I remember that game. A lot of people like
This is
really
memed
enjoyed
on.
that game.
This
Yeah,
one is
that's
heavily
meme
memed on.
shit.
And then My Little Puppy. Okay. Okay, I can see it.
I don't know.
I can see why this was there. I'm sure this is one of those games that chat will make me play.
Oh no.
But yeah, I feel like this one's either gonna be between Silent Hill F and Final Fantasy VII.
Mm-hmm.
Most Innovative Gameplay Award went to Arc Raiders. I know
don't
people are not happy
agree.
about this one.
I don't feel like that fits.
The games it went up against are Mage Arena, Blueprints, Escape from Duckov, and Europa Universalis 5.
Okay, maybe there wasn't a whole lot to like fight against.
I mean, Duckov is a single player, top down extraction shooter.
Yeah.
Blueprints literally, like, I've heard Blueprints was probably a contender for Game of the Year before a lot of what came out like did. It is a full on like puzzle game. Like,
Okay.
but that thing is like it's a puzzle game. That's not
Hard to make
innovative.
people love puzzle games. Very hard to make people
God
love
damn
puzzle
it.
games. What?
It wasn't even that long I said that. I was gifted My Little Puppy.
I guess you have to play it now.
I guess I do. Okay. So the only thing I can see Arc Raiders winning this is how its PvE operates. And I've seen a lot of people basically say that's still not innovative. And I would agree, but in terms of its PvE, like, it is definitely different compared to others.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, I
that's
mean,
about
it's the
it.
only game I know of, extraction shooter wise, that allows you to not pick fights with everybody and just like not associate if you don't want to.
Mhm.
So, you know, for I saw a lot of people that were like upset with that, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. It's
Mhm.
kind of nice that you don't have to do that. So
No, yeah.
I'm kind of okay with it.
Forever Winter is also a PvE extraction shooter. It's fair. Arc Raiders was innovative because it's the only other extraction shooter that didn't die in the first week.
No, it's
Yeah.
actually retained a lot of its major player base after how long has it been out? It's been out for a decent chunk of time.
End of December.
And
Like
end of
November,
December.
December.
I was gonna say it should have been. It feels more like November.
Oh, hold on. It was end of October. Sorry.
Is it due to?
End of October for Arc Raiders. And yeah, it
Okay.
has retained a whole lot of its player base, which definitely contributed. The Best Game You Suck At award went to Silksong. Not shocking in the slightest. Silksong is a very hard game. No spoilers, Akko.
I mean, I haven't beaten the third act yet, but it is pretty difficult. And technically, I did beat the final boss twice. But you know,
The finalists for this were Elden Ring Night Rain, Marvel Rivals, Where Winds Meet, and Path of Exile 2. Marvel Rivals, no, I'm sorry. No.
well, that's a little. Some of
Again,
these,
this was
okay, were
best
these
game.
chosen by people or were these chosen by Steam?
A lot of these were voted for by players.
Okay, I can understand why these lists are very retarded because a lot of people don't understand what games you suck at means.
Mm-hmm. Now, Marvel Rivals, I can understand that being a game people suck at because it is a PvP game. Where Winds Meet, I don't know anything about Where Winds Meet. I have no comment there. Path of Exile 2 definitely took the Dark Souls like dodging and like style, but gave it to like the Diablo like action RPG kind of like formula.
Yeah.
I know Path of Exile 2 has been very, very divisive. Like, people who like Path of Exile 1 really
What
did
is it
not like
about?
2. It's pretty much just Diablo.
Fair enough.
I know Path of Exile 1 was made by original devs from the Diablo 2 days. So,
Okay.
I definitely know Path of Exile 2 was very divisive, and people who played the first game were not an overly huge fan of 2 because it really changed up the formula.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a feeling this was going to go to either Night Rain or Silksong, as far as this category was concerned, because Night Rain is just more FromSoft.
Well, I was gonna ask, is it basically the same difficulty as Elden Ring?
No. It's hard, but no.
I was gonna say, you
It's a
can't
very
really have a
good-
roguelite that is as difficult as that. Personal.
No. Best soundtrack went to Claire Obscure. Shocker.
What was it running up against?
Tokyo Extreme Racer, Deltarune, Rift of the Necrodancer, and Spider-Man 2.
Well, Deltarune, sure.
Deltarune I could see.
I still need to play chapters 3 and 4. I haven't seen a whole lot of spoilers for it, which is good. Yeah, I need to play 3 and 4.
I could see maybe Rift of the Necrodancer, but Extreme Racer and Spider-Man 2, I'm sorry, you're not winning to Claire Obscure.
Uh-huh.
Claire Obscure's soundtrack is just top tier.
Do you own it?
The soundtrack, no.
Fair enough.
But I would like to, so I can put it on my phone, because that'd be great. But no, I don't. I also don't own Deltarune, but hell, actually, the only game here I actually own is just Claire Obscure.
Yeah.
Outstanding Story-Rich Game Award went to Dispatch. I talked about this in Discord with other people like Magma and Dylan, and I know this one definitely hit a spot of just like, but why?
Is Dispatch not like that good?
It's a Telltale game.
Right. I know it was a Telltale game, but my question is it just not that good?
I've heard it's very good, but it's episodic and it's story, because they're already talking season 2. Like, it is a continuing game.
Right.
So it's like, but its finalists were interesting. Dying Light the Beast, No, I'm Not a Human, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, and
Ew.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Okay, well, I know I Dispatch 1. All of those other games, shit. Sorry, but yeah, all of them are kind of shit.
I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't Dispatch, it was coming between Dying Light or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
No, for sure.
Oh, I'm seeing people like, wait, hold on. KCD2 should have won. I want to know why this is here, because this came out on Steam this year.
Who the fuck cares about remaster? There's such it's a remaster of a game that already exists that everybody hated. Oh my gosh, nobody has any taste anymore.
The Last of Us 2, who picked these entries? Some of these feel bought. Like, this one feels bought. And in this regard, I'm glad Dispatch won over that, but I really feel like it should have gone to Dying Light or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yeah.
I'm Not a Human is a good game, Akko, but you can't hand wave because The Last of Us 2 was there. You and Henry are both gay. And finally, the Sit Back and Relax Award went to RV There Yet, which is another streamer slot game.
So I've heard.
The finalists for this one were Megabunk, Power Wash Simulator 2, Slime Rancher 2, and Chill With You Lo-Fi Story.
I mean, I've not heard of any of those other games. Well, Power Wash and Slime Rancher 2.
You've not heard of Megabunk?
Slime Rancher. I've heard of it. I guess Chill With You is the only one I don't know.
Chill With You, I've heard of that one. I've heard of all of these, but I've only seen people play RV There Yet once. And that was with Ryan and Shiroi streaming that.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen anyone play Chill With You. I've seen very little streams. Like, it was earlier in the year when I saw, like, Silvervale play Sign Rancher 2. And then I've seen, like, 2 people play Power Wash Simulator 2. Meanwhile, I've seen the internet blow the hell up at Megabonk.
I've never played, nor do I own Megabonk.
Roy and Atari stream of RV There Yet. It's not relaxing. Yeah. Peak and Headliners are so much fun to look at. It had no... Hold on, wait. Mega Bonker Slime Rancher should have won. Abiotic Factor didn't get nominated for anything. It had no mainstream track. Yeah, Abiotic won nothing. I can understand why it won nothing. But it definitely did deserve, like... It definitely deserves, like, a slot somewhere here. Like, the question is, like, where? Probably better with friends, honestly.
Probably.
But even then, like...
You've kind of told it to me as it's like Black Mesa with friends.
It's Half-Life. But the way you describe Grounded is like... But not Grounded. Abiotic. Is like, what if you mix Grounded with Half-Life?
Mm-hmm.
And it's very, very good. I actually said it was one of my game of the year. Like, if I had to have, like, my top 5 games of 2025, it was definitely up there. Megabonk got duped. It deserves it over the streamer slot. I agree. Megabonk absolutely deserves it.
Yeah, but streamer slop is always going to win. You know that.
Well, that's the thing. Streamer slop is always win. That's why RV There Yet won. That's why Dispatch won. That's why Arc Raiders won. I'm sorry, like, I love Arc Raiders as a game, and I know you're enjoying it too, but that's why it won. It's a streamer game. Peak 1, streamer slop game. Hades 2, a lot of people play on stream. Baldur's Gate 3, always a stream game. Like, again, streaming kind of rules the world as far as games are concerned.
Well, that's a good reason why I don't play video games as, like, my main source of, like, streaming. It gets kind of boring.
I get that.
I mean, you know what's funny is, like, you know, yeah, I am playing Arc Raiders. I haven't played it in a couple of days because normal streaming, I don't get to play video games. I've, like, stopped even pulling up games in my repertoire behind the scenes because there's no reason. I just know that I'm not going to play it.
No, yeah. So yeah, that was the Steam Awards this year.
Woo.
We also had our can we hold on? I'm gonna look see if we can view that before I bring it up. I'm gonna bring this over here so I can investigate before we're done, or at least done with Steam, because we also had our Steam replay.
Mm-hmm.
Where can I find the Steam replay for 2025? Here we go. I don't know if you want to show yours, but I'm definitely going to show mine because it's still very much kind of like leaning into like the Steam Awards in a way. So the way Steam Replay works, for those who don't use Steam or people jumping into Steam, you know, now, is basically Steam just tells you how much of a no-lifer you are.
Mm-hmm.
So this year, I played 86 games. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. Last year, it is now 2026. Last year, I played 86 games and got apparently over 915 achievements. My top 3 games of 2025 were Final Fantasy XIV, Warframe, and Silksong.
So, okay, not bad.
There is no Destiny. Like, there's some Destiny here, but it was, like, at the very beginning of the year, before I quit. Yeah. Silksong primarily dominated September. Warframe, I pretty much didn't play Warframe from, like, June through December.
I haven't been playing a lot of Warframe either, but like I'm kind of like waiting for it to build up a little bit, and then I'm just gonna dump a bunch of time into it when I feel the want.
And then Final Fantasy 14 is kind of like up and down. March, I believe, if I'm correct, March was when Occult Crescent came out, which is the new like
What's
Baja Eureka activity in 14. So I spent a
Mhm.
lot of time there on and off stream.
Okay.
I played a lot of Isaac through April through July. And in fact, that's probably where most of my achievements came from because it says I got
You got 200.
Yeah.
You never unlocked any of those achievements?
This year. Well, no, some of them might be repeats because I noticed a lot of my achievements were missing. But I have gotten a lot better at Isaac this year, so I've gotten a whole bunch of achievements. Monster Hunter Wilds, the large amount of playtime was in March, because the game came out pretty much end of February. And I've been kind of on and off with it the rest of the year, like through title updates or whatever. But I even played some today, because
Yeah, you've been playing a lot of it, honestly.
it's a fun game. I really enjoy Wilds.
Yeah.
So here,
I don't think you shouldn't enjoy Wilds. I think it's completely fine.
so like there's like I see Destiny 2 right here, but again, like that's in January. Once you start hitting stuff like March, Destiny's not even on the list anymore. Oh, Destiny is here in April. Why is Destiny in April?
Good question.
I don't know. It's definitely not okay. So definitely, April was the last month that Destiny's on the list.
How has Destiny been doing?
Bad. If we want to
I've heard.
hold on. Well, let's take a look at the charts. You know what? 20,000 players right now. It's actually not bad.
That's not bad for Destiny, but that's just
not bad for
horrible
Destiny.
overall.
Well, no, not necessarily. 20,000, like that's PC. That doesn't count like all platforms.
Fair, but like, man, is that such a sad peak?
Oh yeah, it's sad compared to what they were at, but I mean, what, a 24-hour peak of 28,000? That's still pretty decent. Anyone know Chinese? Hold on. No, I'm not doing this on the main display because I'd be an idiot if I did.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
that is Japanese.
I don't
yeah.
know.
According to Google Translate, and this is safe to say because you have a truly captivating voice with a Neapolitan accent. What's life like in Naples? I don't know. I'm not in Naples, but
that is quite the thing to say to you.
But thank you anyway.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, that was my 2025 as far as Steam's concerned. You don't have to pull yours up if you don't want to. But
I don't even know like what mine would be, honestly.
Yeah, I have probably Silksong is up there.
Silksong and Minecraft, but Minecraft doesn't.
Minecraft wouldn't
be
on there. No, exactly.
Oh, there's Dune.
D2 has a winter event going. 20,000 is inflated. I'm sorry, the Dawning it scares people away more than brings them in.
Probably does.
I mean, Warframe's up there. Silksong is up there.
Yeah, but
honestly,
Warframe, I know I haven't played as much, and it's just because when you get everything, then like you kind of chill out, and you're waiting for like something to actually pull you back in. Because like obviously I played the new story, and the new story was all right. I liked it, but like now I'm just like, well, fuck, I don't know what I want to do.
Well, and that's okay.
Yeah, but the cool thing with Warframe is, yeah, I'm missing a couple of Warframes, but we'll go back and get the rest of them when I feel like it. They do have Geyer Prime now, I remember I joined the game when Geyer was still brand new. That was like almost 3 years ago. I feel like I'm an old Warframer.
So, Pekinero said, "Thank you so much, Princess Cat of Naples. Unfortunately, I have to go now. At least, Cody, this is Google Translate, so I could be very, very wrong here. I need to watch episode 3 of Fallout. It was fun talking about politics, Neapolitan emojis, and computers, and so much more. You're the best Neapolitan streamer."
You're not even Neapolitan though.
Well, have fun with Fallout.
Was it Bellatra? You know, Bellatra would be on there too. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I have a feeling your like top 3 games are gonna look very similar to mine. It's just probably replace 14 with Warframe and then add like Balatro in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. That's Steam. Today is the last day for the Steam Winter Sale, chat. So if there's anything you want to get, today is the last day to do it. So do it now. I'm not buying anything else. I've bought way too much. I'm done.
Sounds about right for you.
We can finally go into other topics.
Okay.
Did you saw the Star Wars Starfield
Do
stuff,
I
right?
saw? Do I saw?
Do you saw?
Mm-hmm.
So, modders ended up taking Starfield, and giving it a Star Wars flair.
Mm-hmm. I did. It was like 250 mods.
I'm not quite sure the mod count. I've seen people say over 100.
Excuse me.
Though.
250 gigs.
But I know where that is. Did you done see? So, to be fair, like, people have been wanting a Star Wars game like this forever.
Yeah.
And we've never gotten it. So the fact it's coming off of the absolute dog shit that is Starfield is just...
The fact that it, like 250 gigs of mods made all this.
Like, this is really cool. Like,
it tells me people were dedicated to replacing this game.
Yeah, really. But that goes to show how bad Starfield was, when they're willing to replace the game with something else.
Kind of funny, honestly. Did they even replace the UI?
No. This UI is the same. It's not like to say its UI was awful, but...
250 gigs? Yeah, chat. You need to buy a terabyte just to play this game. 500 gig SSD just for this.
What is that math? That math is way off.
Wait, what?
You would need about a 500 gig SSD to play it.
Yeah.
You said a terabyte.
Yeah, and?
Me too, I'm not Japanese, but I'm Italian. Okay, well, that's fair.
I'm Italian.
250 gigs of mods made the OG Stalker look like something that beat out most AAA nowadays. Gamma's such a good game. Exactly. And again, like, I don't know how well a Star Wars game like this would be received. It'd probably be received very well, but then you need to consider Disney Star Wars. I think if a game like this existed under George Lucas Star Wars, oh my god. Oh my god. I down some NyQuil. I'm gonna pass out and have a good night, y'all. Have a good night, Magma.
Why
Sleep well.
did you down NyQuil?
Magma's sick.
Why is Magma sick?
I don't know why Magma's sick.
Magma, why are you sick?
Magma, why are you sick?
Why are you sick and why are you gay?
Oh shoot. Very sick, taking care of sick parents. That's typically how I get sick too.
You're just gonna blame your parents for everything. Gosh darn liberal children, millennials.
Why is he being sick? Why is he sick of being gay? Not gay in both definitions. Oh shoot, chat. Again, chat, it's been just about an hour, so I'll do it again. Chat, if you enjoy the content I produce, I would greatly appreciate it. So like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, join the Discord, as it is the best place to know I go live. We have plenty of rare dogs there, so I greatly appreciate the support. We are now, I'm sure, well on our way to 1,000 subs. So thank you so much, chat. It's greatly appreciated.
You make it sound like you've kidnapped a bunch of dogs.
Maybe. The fox has plague and the octopus laughs at them. Yes.
Yes.
Boomer parents made the homosexual KD2 players sick. True American men don't get sick, you filthy liberal.
Exactly.
Oh, shoot, chat. Oh, God. That's funny. Occo doesn't understand. Those dogs are rare. They are very rare dogs. We have a collection of them.
Yeah. And you took them all.
They're mine. And if you want them, you have to come to my server.
They're yours by birthright?
Yes. So, now since I posted this and since you asked me what the topics were, you said this is confirmed.
Well, I mean, if you search it up right now, it's basically confirmed.
Well,
A lot of the prices for these are like going up.
I would ask if you could find it for me, but you won't. Hold on.
More that I don't know how to. It's more like I just saw it on Twitter. But like if you look, you're gonna find that prices for these things are just going up. Excuse me. Chat, he makes it sound like I do no work.
It's not you doing no work. It's you more putting the effort into said work.
It depends. It depends. It depends, honestly.
If the rare dogs don't stay in their place, they get the shock. The Discord doesn't beat the Yowie allegations. We have Yowie allegations? This is 5 days ago. Sure. Well. Oh, wait. No, this is a newer article. Okay. So we'll go ahead and read this one. GeForce RTX 5090 prices to soar to $5,000 as NVIDIA and AMD prep GPU price hikes in Q1 of 2026.
You know, the reason why they're $5,000 is because it's the 5090, so they're going to be $5,090.
I hate you.
Well, you know I'm right.
Have you seen the new GPU from Asus?
I have not.
Hold on.
Is it good?
Asus.
Is it like... I don't need a new one, but like,
I know
you
don't. Is it this one? Yeah, it is this one. Here. Look at how pretty she is.
Oh.
It's not worth it, but it's pretty.
Fuck, that's disgusting. Listen, that's not even much different than the last one that they made that was like that.
It's not worth it. Dual power input up to 800 watts. BTF graphics card high power adapter. Efficient liquid metal GPU cooling.
Oh, so it's using liquid metal on the CPU? Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Quad fan force, so 20% more airflow. Vapor chamber and heat pipes. And memory defroster. It is also using the Blackwell, but to be fair, Blackwell has been used for the other 5000 series GPUs.
A Blackwell what?
The Blackwell chips.
Oh, yeah.
This is pretty much a centerpiece showpiece kind of thing.
No, I mean, like, again, like, it looks ugly to me. I don't see a reason to get something like this. It just it's
After
it
seeing all the 5080s and 5090s explode, I'm good.
well,
No.
I'm looking at my card that I have in my computer right now, and I think it looks just fine. I don't want something that is so red that I feel like Dr. Disrespect would blush.
Yeah. Because, like, something like this, you'd have to make a build specifically around how it looks.
And, you know, having red parts for your computer, I'm sure that, like, white parts are on their own part expensive as hell. I
Mm-hmm.
should know because I watched, the parts be bought for my computer. But, like, red, I imagine the
Imagine,
cheapest thing would be the case,
imagine
maybe.
if this was white and red. One, it'd probably look very good, but wholly expensive. Because already this thing is like a lot of money.
You know?
Like, I don't know if they have a price for it up here. Let me see if I can find a price for this. Because I've heard it's expensive.
I expect it's over $5,000.
Asus's luxurious RTX 5090 GPU is twice as expensive as Nvidia's Founders Edition RG Matrix Platinum GeForce RTX 5090 launches at $4,000 with just 1,000 units available. It's expensive. That is a
No, yeah.
that's a centerpiece.
It's the rich bitch stuff. It's like, listen, some people have watches, some people have
Mhm.
cars, some people have shoes. This person decides that they want to have a graphics card that is this is like midlife crisis looking levels of GPU.
That's fair. You don't need it, Temp. I'm not getting it. I think it looks cool, but I'm not getting it.
You think it looks cool because it's got Hikari's colors.
No, I actually like the shape, like the round here, and it looks cool. Cool Screen 95, Astral, Asus Astral, RTX 290 is on the way to my doorstep. Hopefully, yes, I paid 2.1 thousand. Yes, I hope that this will last me at least 7 years, and yes, I have at least 32 to 30 gigabytes of RAM on the way to. Fun. Your GPU will be better than mine at least. But I do have a 9070 XT and 96 gigabytes of RAM. As long as my RAM never shits the bed, I will be good for a very long time.
Yeah. I was kind of like worried the other day, and I know that you were there because like my second PC was having some issues, and
This
I
was
was
last
like, "Oh,
night.
God's above." I was like, "God's above, please don't have issues." Um, thankfully you're pretty sure it's not a RAM problem, but like
You
I
had
was
that.
kind of
You had that blue screen once back in October. You're fine.
oh, so it's happened
It
before.
has happened once before back in October. I'm positive it's because OBS is just a shitty program.
It's not a shitty program. It's
It
an
is
open source
poorly
program.
optimized.
It's open source. You're supposed to optimize it yourself.
Ugh. I was talking about this, I think it was Dylan, and I basically said, look, VTubing is already a luxury. Like, because you have to have the model, you gotta do VTube Studio, you gotta do OBS, you gotta do all that fun stuff. Dual PC streaming is a luxury. Let me fix that statement. Because, like, if you want to do everything you want to do, you gotta have your model, you gotta have VTube Studio, you gotta have OBS, you gotta have whatever game you're playing, and if you really want to optimize that, you gotta have a second PC that can handle all your streaming needs, so your main PC can focus on whatever the hell you're doing. That shouldn't be the case. If VTube Studio and OBS just optimized a little bit, I could actually see dual PC streaming just kind of slowly fade.
I don't think so.
Like, would it fade completely? No, it wouldn't. Because there is a certain level of, if you stream on one PC and you don't on the other one, you don't have to worry about the performance hit, which is totally fair. But I don't Anyway, you know where I'm coming from with this.
Yeah, I do, but by the same token, it's just like, eh.
I don't think I can order more RAM at this time. Shocker. But in the meantime, I will do my utmost to research the wire burning issue. Yeah, good luck on the whole exploding GPU bit. There's a reason I moved away from NVIDIA. Well, not exclusively that reason, but AMD's been doing so much better. But again, for the
Funny
highest,
considering they're both under the same people, technically.
I don't. Does Asus have?
Isn't that? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Ignore me.
I don't think Asus has any AMD GPUs.
Ignore me.
Oh no, they do.
Or don't ignore me.
Hold on.
Should I run Linux or Windows 10? Speaking of which, I don't know if you
No,
got
they don't
this.
have AMD GPUs. It's only NVIDIA.
Here, let me find this. NVIDIA is starting to gain native
Oh
Linux
yes, can you
support.
put that in the docket, please?
Yeah, hold
Um,
on.
what should I run for? Okay. So I'm gonna be totally honest. Windows 10 and Windows 7 are no longer supported. I would recommend, if you want to stay supported, running Windows 11. But Linux has been doing really good. But here's the counterpoint: you're running NVIDIA, and NVIDIA and Linux do not play nice with each other.
Yet.
Yet.
They're getting there.
They're slowly getting there. From Pirate Nation, NVIDIA GeForce Now to gain native Linux support. The company has not shared full technical details yet, but this move will give desktop Linux users a supported way to stream games without relying on workarounds. Again,
this means that you don't have to recompile the Linux kernel every time you want to play a video game.
Yes, but to be fair, this is also streaming. This is not native.
Yeah, okay. Streaming is going to be a little different. Playing video games is one thing.
Surprised you didn't have the Linus clip pre-queued up. There's a Linus clip for this. Probably from WAN show a couple nights ago.
Oh, I heard that. I saw that. Like, is he actually retiring? I know you watch him.
Okay. So I am,
fuzzy.
I know that he is definitely training his replacement, which is his son.
Hold on one moment. I gotta mute.
Okay. I will never run Windows 11, period. I mean, fair. I don't blame you for that. Windows 11 is, oh my god, bad. I run it because it is still the best for gaming overall, because like you don't have to worry about like messing with Linux. Again, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Linux is bad. I want to do a bit with Linux one day, but not yet. But if you can do it, I would say do Linux personally. Linux is supported.
That.
And if you're not planning to play stuff like Battlefield 6 or Destiny 2 or Apex Legends, just run Linux.
Guy just tried to kill me. Oh my goodness.
Linus Torvalds, F you NVIDIA. Oh. You mean Linus Torvalds, not Linus Tech Tips. Okay. I'm fighting in Windows 11 having an issue with in drivers. Yeah, well, in Windows 11 has been a pile of horseshit for several months now. Actually, it's been a pile of horseshit its entire lifespan, but especially lately, it's been getting worse. I will go to Linux and play all my games on Linux before I go to Windows 11. That's fair, yeah. I would say probably do Linux. There's some great, there's like Bazite, there's Cashy OS. If you can hold out, there's Steam OS. But I'd recommend Linux over Windows 10 and 7, mostly because Windows 7 and 10 are no longer supported, but Linux is. So, if you could do Linux, I'd say do Linux.
No, yeah. Do 100% do Linux. Am I unmuted, by the way?
Yes, I can hear you. You're good.
Okay. Sorry, I had... a guy tried to kill me, And he had I'm kind of pissed off because he was only
I
carrying
want to add
3.
context to this. Akko's playing Arc Raiders.
Yeah, it's helping me think. But no, like some guy tried to kill me with a free loadout, and I just like murked him with an anvil. And I like walked up to him. I had to mute because I was just like, what did you think was going to happen, man? I shot him twice with the anvil and he went down.
Yeah, I did that to someone when I was like playing solo for the winter event. And I had this fresh blueberry come up to me and like one of the locked rooms. And he just started chucking grenades in the room and started shooting me. He didn't hit me a
Yeah.
single time, and I just capped him with an anvil, and he ran away, and I downed him, and I'm just like, what were you thinking?
No, yeah, it's just like he starts shooting at me. I turn around, anvil him. And then like, he keeps shooting, so I'm just like, "All right, I'm going to have to take you down then, buddy. You're
Like,
going to have to go down."
like that's the thing is like, I'm not, like I saw him. I had no intentions of shooting him. Like if he this, I'm leaving stuff in that room. I don't need if anyone does need it. Instead, his only
Yeah.
solution is just to try and kill me. It's like,
I was
fuck are you
actually
thinking?
outside. The funny thing is I was outside, so it was like, and again, the guy was using free stuff.
Mhm.
So he was like walking in hoping to die, I guess.
Maybe.
But I was just like walking I was just like, you're funny. You're very, very funny." So I don't
Also,
like killing people, but
Mhm.
like if they force me to do it, it's just like you're not. Hey, another anvil. Speaking, I have like 5 or 6 of those now. Just been collecting them.
They're infinity stones.
Not even. It's just like they drop so often for me. I'm like okay with it.
Mhm.
I'm trying to find pillows right now.
Also have my Ryzen 9800 X3D on the way too. Should I return it to get the 9950 X3D since I have the Astral 5090? Your opinion is appreciated. Also, how can I support with YouTube getting any of the cut? What do you mean by as far as can I support with YouTube without YouTube? How can I support without YouTube getting any of the cut? The best way, if the what I'm thinking, what I'm assuming is correct, the best way to support me right now is just subscribing, liking the stream, joining the Discord. That's it. So I'll put that in chat. But if you want to support me, that's the best way to support me right now. As far as the 9900 X3D or 9950 X3D, it is so minuscule of a difference that I'd be like, if you want to return the 9950 X or 9800 X3D, you can, but I wouldn't bother.
I want to support leeches. I'm assuming you're talking about YouTube is the leech. But it like yeah, the best way to support somebody, if you want to give them monetary value, is to do a direct PayPal donation. If you're all right with yourself
No,
getting
yeah.
doxxed, or doing a Streamlabs donation. Although if you do a Streamlabs donation, fun fact, you still get doxxed to the person that you donate to.
Yeah.
The person that donates to you doesn't get their name out there, but you do.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, unless you don't really have to worry about that because if they dox you, it's kind of like a career ending for them. But like, yeah, PayPal donation or a Streamlabs donation.
No, absolutely.
Collecting the acne anvils. I mean, again, I'm only like, listen, with as often as I die, which isn't really that often, collecting anvils isn't like a bad idea because all I got to do to get back up off my feet when I die is re-equip an anvil, make some ammo, and then have some chargers, and that's not hard to do, you know.
Absolutely.
Gosh, damn, I just need one more pillow.
And I know people have asked me how they can support me because I don't have memberships, I don't take donations, I don't do any of that stuff. I'm actively working on that starting tomorrow. Tomorrow is literally the start date of when I want to get that all set up. It will take a while, but we are now in the process.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Someone who knows nothing about Arc Raiders hearing Aqua talk about anvils is kind of amusing. It's a gun. It
Docs
is
if I do,
literally
docs if
just
I
a
don't.
gun.
Scroll World. In a way, yeah. In a way, yeah.
It's just a gun. It's a nice heavy weapon. Again, if somebody's stupid enough to come up against you when you're carrying one, if you're a pretty good shot, which I feel like I'm decent, they don't really last that long, you know?
No, absolutely. So, RTX
Doesn't happen very often
5090
though.
prices to soar to $5,000 as NVIDIA and AMD prep GPU price hikes in Q1 2025. NVIDIA and AMD are expected to raise GPU prices significantly in the coming months, as reports suggest up to $5,000 for the flagship RTX 5090. The fastest gaming graphics card, the GeForce 5090 RTX 5090, will become the highest priced GPU ever due to imminent price hikes from NVIDIA and AMD.
Due to, I believe, the data center stuff.
Yeah, it lines up. We have covered reports that AMD and NVIDIA are planning to raise GPU prices in the coming months. There are already a hint that these price hikes for Q1 2026, which would further disrupt the DIY gaming PC segment, and it looks like the pricing structure across the broad spectrum of consumer GPUs is going to get messier. Temple realizes 2026 sometime before February. My brain will eventually commit to 2026. We're still very early 2026.
You're allowed to make that mistake.
Exactly. According to the Korean tech outlet Newsys, who cite industry sources, it is once again reported that the rising DRAM prices will lead to higher prices for not just consumer GPUs, but also data center GPUs by NVIDIA and AMD. The latest data suggests that AMD is prepping a price increase as early as January 2026, which aligns with previous reports, while NVIDIA is planning a price hike by February 2026. My guess is they will announce this at CES, which is this week.
Well, I think the prices have already started going up.
Yes, I believe so. At least for NVIDIA, they have. But that may not be NVIDIA's decision. That may very well be like sellers, like Amazon or Micro Center or stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the unfortunate thing is right now, just about everything in terms of gaming is expensive because of that. There's no real easy way to say it. It's really unfortunate and sad, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
what can you do? You know, not much.
Absolutely.
Die.
Okay, for whatever reason, Gluttonous is taking over. I can get a $40 discount for the 9950X3D. Should I ignore it and focus on what I got? How much of a price difference is it compared to the 90 or 9800X3D? That is the question. Because if it's cheaper or on par, I'd almost say maybe it's worth it. AMD prices going up slightly in Micro Center. Yeah. The only big difference in the 90 or 5090 and the 1580 in the price, even third-party GPUs are staying the same. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. The price increase will primarily affect the current gen lineups, such as NVIDIA's RTX 50 Blackwell and AMD's Radeon RX 9000 RDNA 4 series. So that's stuff like the 5060, 70, 80, 90, or the 9060, 9060 XT, 9070, 9070 XT, stuff like that. That's what it's affecting. Because pretty much when you go down to like the 7000 series for AMD or the 4000 series for NVIDIA, those are pretty much just discontinued entirely.
Right.
The price increase will come in gradual steps starting in January to February 2026, and continuing to see increments every passing month. I'd say 150 difference. If you have the money to swing it at that point, maybe it's worth it. But at that point, because like the 9950X3D is a genuine bump up from the 9800X3D, but you have to consider what I would recommend doing is looking at charts to see like pairing with the 5090 how well those two chips like compare, because I'm sure those charts are there somewhere. If it's like enough of a difference for you, do it. But if it's not enough of one to justify the extra $150, I wouldn't do it. But what I'd
Oh
recommend
no,
doing is looking at
yeah.
charts to see like how the two chips can like work or like perform on the 5090
Mm-hmm.
to make that decision. They're both good CPUs. They're both very good CPUs, but you have to be able to make that decision as well. There are plenty of charts. I know Jay's 2 Cents, Linus Tech Tips, Gamers Nexus. They all have those charts up.
I think, if people are just interested, like tell me what game you want to play, and I'll determine whether or not you should go for something new or stick with what you've got. Like for me right now, I'm probably not going to upgrade my GPU for quite a long time.
If you're going to, now's the time to do it. But
Well, I'm not going to. I don't need to, honestly.
right. I mean, to be fair, what I see you upgrading to is the 9070 XT. And to be fair, you're in less of a position because like my 4070 was like giving me errors that was suggesting it was failing. That appears to be wrong now because I did let my father have my 4070 and it's working fine.
Oh well, it might just be your computer.
Yeah, but getting a 50 or a 9070 XT was also a substantial bump because it is essentially in the same range as the 50 series GPUs. So I should be good for several years.
Well, I should be good for several years as well.
And yeah, well, you have a 4070 Super as well. Like that is better than a 4070 base, which is what I had.
Yeah, the Super is like it's like the 20 Super series that I had. It's
Yeah.
going to be good for a couple of generations. And even then, you know that I'm not playing besides like a couple of games, very
Exactly.
intensive stuff.
Exactly.
By the time I need something that actually will need to replace it, the AI bubble will have crashed and I can buy those graphics cards on the cheap.
Or the next generation.
We'll see.
This is exactly that with at least 5 different videos. Fair, yeah. If you join the Discord, I could probably do some research after stream to figure out what they do better with. Power World feature games, mostly Power World with mods and 50 base. Yeah. So if that's the case, either CPU is going to be fine for what you're doing. What you're really going to be willing to look at as far as the 5070, not 5070, the 9800 X3D and 9950 X3D is like, are you playing something like Borderlands 4, Monster Hunter Wilds, like the newer games, like AAA, beefy, intensive games. But even then, both of the CPUs will do just fine with any of them. Basically, a 9950 X3D is like squeezing out a little bit extra performance. Anyway, most GPUs saw prices falling below MSRP in recent months. So when I bought my 9070 XT, it was about $850. It was a lot of money. I have since looked. The same GPU, literally the same model, was like 600 something last I looked.
Really?
Yeah. Admittedly, had I waited, I could have gotten it cheaper. But because I was also very worried that we might be seeing a price jump at the time.
So here's my question. Are the lower end cards going up massively in price as well? Or is it just the 50 series?
They will be going up in price. But the ones that you will see the massive spikes are going to be like the 5080, 5090, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, you might see a 9070 exceed $1,000. But compared to Nvidia's shit, like, I mean, how much does it cost to buy a console and a game these days?
Yeah.
So, honestly, if you want to do it, like, if you have the 150 extra to spare, I'd say do it. And you want to do it. That's the thing. Do it.
I want problems.
Anyway, in the coming months, NVIDIA's flagship GPU, the RTX 5090, is expected to see a major price increase, soaring up to $5,000 US. The GPU initially launched at $2,000 US, so that makes it a 2.5 times increase versus the official MSRP. Quoting an industry insider regarding memory prices, it is stated that GPU manufacturing costs have exceeded by 80% from the memory portion alone. We should also state the recent influx of reports stating that NVIDIA is cutting down the manufacturing of GeForce RTX 5060 Ti and 5070 GPUs. So, what this is saying is NVIDIA is basically cutting the cord on production of the lower tier 50 series and bumping the price up of the higher end 50 series.
Yeah. I think the major problem you're gonna have is it's those memory chip wafers that are going to start killing everything. And graphics cards are basically a smaller version of a computer. They need that memory. So, it's the unfortunate truth that you kind of have to contend with.
Yeah.
It all goes back to memory.
Well, that isn't entirely true. The reality is that the production of the chips used by these GPUs remains normal, and so does the supply. The only thing that is happening is that a lot of the supply is now being bought up by customized AI factories in Asian markets who are repurposing consumer GPUs for AI-associated markets. There are a large number of third-party sellers who are selling thousands of custom blower-styled 5060 Ti's, 5070s, 5070 Ti, 5080s. This has been happening for some time now. It doesn't stop there. The 4080 and the 5080 GPUs have also reportedly seen double VRAM 32GB AI variants from such modders to market and sell them towards AI markets. So it looks like 2026 will end up being a disappointing year for gamers and those waiting to upgrade their PCs. So, yes, that is definitely a concern. If you, again, this is what I'm saying, like, if you're going to buy a PC or you're going to upgrade PC parts, now is the time to do it. But we're already seeing rumors from, like, Microsoft and PlayStation that we might even be seeing the PS7 or PS6 and the next Xbox take longer to do, like maybe a few more years before we see them.
It's probably because of the memory.
Yep. Exactly. So I was very much in the camp of I don't believe any company is going to optimize their games properly to fit, like, for this issue, because why would they bother? There's a decent chance of that now. Again, I don't believe they will, but I'm not going to rule out the
They're gonna have
possibility
to.
that they might.
If they don't, like, they're gonna. If you don't optimize your video games, to prepare for this, you're gonna like be SOL.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Unified memory wins by doing nothing. It's just kind of sad. Yeah, I guess.
On the note of Apple, it's a very small topic, but did you see that they're basically cutting production of the Apple Vision Pro?
Do they also just not have the memory for that?
No, the Apple Vision Pro is just basically it's a $3,000 VR headset.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things where, it looks cool. I watched people like wear it when it was brand new.
Yeah.
I don't see a long-term viability for it.
Especially when you consider, like, we have the Meta Quest 3, which is doing fine. And then Valve just flat out announces the VR headset that's probably going to be like $1,000 at most, at least as far as we're aware for that moment.
Big difference is going to be that you probably won't be able to take those everywhere. Although,
but
again,
that's the thing, is, like, Apple
question
was already saying that they barely saw people take it outside of their homes.
Well, that's the other thing. Is just like you have to ask yourself, why would you make something in the idea hoping that people are going to take it outside with them? I just don't see a long-term sustainable use yet for that. One, for a couple of different reasons. Number one, people don't want to take things outside like that,
especially
because
a very expensive product like that.
Well, it's going to get stolen.
Yeah.
Either off of your face or it's going to get stolen off your face. I'm going to be honest with you. People are just going to fucking take that off of your face and run away.
And they can resell it for even if it's less than what you bought it for, they can resell it.
Well, yeah, because they got it for free.
Exactly. So, again, if Apple had charged less for it, but that's the thing, that's Apple for you. They're going to overcharge.
Apple was going to charge what they're going to charge.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised that they're stopping production of it, because it's just not a popular idea to take everything outside with you like that.
And it was more of an AR headset and less of a VR headset. For the difference, for people who
Yeah.
don't know, AR is augmented reality, whereas VR is virtual reality. I might finally get into VR when Valve's headset drops. That's what I'm planning. Because I've been wanting to get into VR for years, but Valve's index was so expensive, and I don't like Meta at all. I hate Facebook.
Mhm.
The only reason I was considering getting a Quest 2 or Quest 3, is because I could buy one for $250.
And then you saw this and was like,
I basically
it's a
said
lot easier to convince your dad to buy the upgraded thing rather than just buy one thing and then hope for the other
well,
one.
no, I've already said specifically that because the sale for the 3S was like in November, and I basically said the week I go to buy this thing, if Valve announces their VR kit, I'm just gonna reverse course and go for the Valves
Mhm.
because I prefer Valve over Facebook any day of the week,
For sure.
and they did. So okay, cool. We had one more story I wanted to talk about. This was really funny, and this happened today. So thank you, Magma, for bringing this to my attention. The reason why people can't log into League of Legends is absolutely hilarious. The League client certificate has expired, and Riot forgot about renewing it.
You serious?
Yeah.
They basically forgot to renew their license and people can't play the game.
It's up now. They did fix it. But in the moment, it was not working. And it's because Riot was lazy.
Okay.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh, gotta love it. Yeah, we had other options on the Vision Pros, like watching movies, shows, and streaming process. Well, that's the thing. That is the thing. Like, Valve is already, based on what we're seeing for the Valve frame, or Steam frame, sorry, is that it will do everything the Vision Pro does. Well, maybe not the AR. But to be fair, people barely use the AR anyway. Like,
I just think that, again, the idea of taking something outside with you like that is a concept that people aren't ready for.
exactly. And the Steam frame will play your Steam library natively. Or you can stream it, because it literally will come with a streaming dongle that you can plug into your computer. Like, you're not stuck to VR games on the Steam frame. It can play VR games, but you're not stuck to VR games. So,
Right.
it's a Steam Deck on your face. That's all it is. So.
Come on, give me a pillow.
Anyway, chat, that's Dogwave.
Dogwave?
That's Dogwave.
Is it?
That's it.
Kind of light.
Huh?
Kind of a light week.
It is a light week, but that in a way that's appreciated. Not to say I don't want to stream to you all. I'm just saying, like, no news maybe sometimes is good news. What are you doing next week?
I've got tabs. I've got lots of tabs, so I think on Wednesday, if there's not a lot of general news, I'm going to start going through my tabs, just building up stuff that people might be interested in. Same stuff, under the tea on Thursday. We might already have a pretty funny topic, because Evanito is a retard. And normal stuff. I'm paying attention to the Trump Venezuela stuff. I guess the UN is like, they used to be like, oh, Trump did a big bad, but now they're apparently like more in support of it. So that's kind of funny.
Right. Curious if y'all have seen the prices for 3DS, used 3DSs going for? I've not, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were expensive right now.
Why would a used 3DS be expensive?
Because people can mod it.
Okay.
And given the state of gaming right now, and how the Switch 2 is doing, I would not be surprised if people were buying used 3DSs and modding them to, the same way the Vita stuff happened.
I actually saw, and I had to restrain myself because I was like, man, I really want to buy something like this. like somebody was like making a 3DS kind of like equivalent, but it like
Mhm.
plays more than 3DS games,
Oh,
but
the
it's like
INEO.
showcase in size. Yes, I kind of wanted one, but like I then decided I can't because I just
I mean, you have your
I
Steam
would.
Deck. That's the thing.
Well, I mean, I have my Steam Deck, yes, but like I'm kind of like a collector now of like alt consoles, I guess, and the Steam Deck is one of them. Speaking of which, like there's this here, I'm gonna send it to you. I kind of want this because it looks cool. Don't ask me what I would use it for. Don't ask me what I would use it for. I don't know what I would use it for, but it looks like it takes in a fucking Raspberry Pi module,
Mhm.
and I was thinking about it specifically for that,
Right.
and it just looks cool. And I mean, it's like $250. Excuse me, $300. Um, for a little hack device, and again, it looks
It was your
neat, and
autism that set it off. It's like,
yeah, I
ooh,
haven't. Don't worry, Chad. I haven't. What would I use it for? I don't know.
that's the thing. What would you use it for?
That's why I haven't bought it. I don't know
For
what I would use it for.
I will be totally honest. There's two handhelds I want to get. I want to get a analog pocket. Have you seen an analog pocket?
No.
Hold on. So this is the analog pocket.
Okay.
It's
Oh, it's basically a Game Boy.
yeah, it's a Game Boy. It's cool. It can emulate, but
How
you're
much
pretty
is
much.
it?
They have a whole bunch of stuff, so I gotta figure out. $220.
It's not horrible. I
And
guess
it,
the
it
same
can native.
argument, even though it looks good, is it would be the argument would be just use your Steam Deck.
Well, exactly. Like it can natively play Game Boy games, like actual cartridges.
Right, I see the slot for that.
Yeah.
That's why I think a lot of people would like it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like
again,
if you're like a retro collector, you want to play the actual cartridges, you could just do that here.
right. What's funny is this would be something that I know my brother is a collector of that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He would not go for this.
Yeah.
He would instead spend his money on the original like Game Boy. And he does. He has original Game Boys. Like I've seen him with it. He has the original Game Boys. So
I wish I still had my original SPs. I so wish I had them. Hell, I wish I had my original DSi Lite or DS Lite.
I have a 2DS and a couple 2DS games.
So
And I'll hold on to it, but like and it doesn't play Game Boy games. It's just 2D.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
DS games.
Have I told you
But
why I don't have mine anymore?
you told me that your parents made you sell them or some shit like that.
So I at the time I wanted the 3DS because that was what was coming out, and because it was it was basically I could keep my DS games and it was essentially an upgrade. Cool.
Who sent me My Little Puppy?
Oh, Mercenary probably. That's
Oh,
who sent
yeah,
it
it
to
was
me.
Mercenary.
But my mother, and I love her, basically said if you want to buy a 3DS, you have to sell all your other consoles first. And that meant both my Game Boy SPs and my DS Lite.
Yeah.
I did not sell them. I gave them to my cousins because at least then I knew that they would be kept within the family. Cool.
And they were not.
I talked to my cousin the week after, and he said they were destroyed and they couldn't find the games. Had I known today, if I had the knowledge then of what I do today, I would have said hell no.
Well, yeah, but you're a kid. You're retarded.
Yeah. And I've been kind of on the lookout one. And that's why I kind of want an analog pocket. Because it does the same thing as a Game Boy SP. But it's just better. Because it can do everything. And it can emulate. To be fair, they don't actively promote emulation. But it can do it. The other handheld I want to get one day is a Vita.
Is a what?
PlayStation Vita.
Oh, fair enough.
Because a Vita can absolutely be modded and hacked, and I want to play with that. So I just saw the comment. Do you have a recommendation cooler with the LCD that will go with a height Y70? With an LCD screen, that depends on your budget. Again, I would recommend joining the Discord. I can put proper recommendations there after a little bit of research. Because again, it does depend on your budget. How the hell did they destroy them in a week? Because they were actual kids. Like, young kids. And they were rough with everything. I had the same ultimatum for my family. I told them no, I would get it myself, and I was able to keep all my old consoles and old games. Again, I wish I had, but again,
Temp didn't have the stamina.
yeah. How exactly were they destroyed? I have no idea. I had no evidence that it was.
You had no evidence that they was.
I had no evidence that it was. No, I had no
They
evidence.
they was destroyed.
I had no evidence to prove that they were destroyed. All I was told is that they were destroyed. So
They was destroyed, chat.
I knew in my heart never to let those things go because my family had a nasty habit of taking my stuff and destroying it if it was something that they could get rid of easily. Yeah, I feel that. Thank God I saw my old consoles, but my NES and my old Game Boy don't work. Shame. It was likely they probably sold it to a pawn shop and lied to you. Also plausible. Definitely plausible. Oh well. What's done is done. I think the thing I'm most mad about is I had to get rid of my copies of Sonic Advance 1 through 3 and Sonic Battle. I had physical copies for all 4 of those games, and I had to get rid of them. Because if I had nothing to play them on, why keep them? Oh well. So you have more political stuff next week.
Potentially. It depends on if Donald Trump decides to do more. But right now, at the current moment, there really is nothing in the political sphere of that.
Mm-hmm.
It really is just waiting and watching. I am interested because Candace Owens has her stream tomorrow, and she has promised her comeback stream is going to be explosive. So I'm excited to see how bad it is because you know the guy that I showed you that she was like parading around,
I believe so.
the Fort Huachuca guy.
Okay.
So now he's claiming that his dad is the Zodiac killer.
Okay.
Like the guy that Candace Owens brought on her show to prove that like Charlie Kirk was assassinated and all of these other people were involved with it. That guy is now claiming he's the Zodiac killer, or his dad is the Zodiac killer.
Interesting.
All I'm going to say, chat, is if you didn't believe me about Candace Owens being a fucking retard, I hope you believe me now because she is a fucking retard and she brought on a fucking retard to like sell her story. And this man is retarded. So, excuse me. All I can say is like this is like it's levels of hilarity I haven't seen in a while. And I am just sitting and watching. Some people ask me if I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed because it's hilarious, honestly. Clown World, yes, absolute fucking Clown World, honestly. Nothing else I can say other but just utter humiliating Clown World.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be paying attention to that specifically. Like the fact the guy is like, my dad is the Zodiac killer and I can prove it. I have DNA. Like that is enough for me to be like, okay, we're watching this man with great, like fucking what's his name? Palpatine's like, we'll be watching your career with great interest. That's me right now. I'm watching this motherfucker with great interest because he sounds so fucking stupid.
What's
goodness.
when you
I gotta
say
save a tab for that.
when you say let's watch them and laugh, you really mean it? Bodybuilders
Yeah,
too.
my
Yeah.
my whole one of the things I decided that this year is I gotta laugh more. I mean, like I've done a pretty good job of going from pessimistic to more just like let's just laugh because the world is worth laughing at, you
Mhm.
know? And I do believe that that has helped people. I've had a couple people just tell me it's just like, yeah, the world fucking sucks and it's depressing, but laughing at it kind of helps. So I do think that people appreciate that. And I appreciate that people are tell me that. So, it kind of inspires me to tell people it's just like, black pills aren't worth having. Instead, you should instead of having black pills all the time, you should just chill and laugh at stuff. We just black bagged a dictator in less than 3 hours, no casualties, and you're black pilling. Well, yeah, it's just like no, don't black pill. Just laugh. Everything is worth laughing at. Hell yeah, I spawned right next to the control tower. Um, Everything is worth laughing at, and you should do it. So I will be doing that. Like 2026 is doing that. If politics are talked about, we're gonna be laughing at it. My goal is to just help people not be depressed.
Mhm.
You know. Right now, I need to beat my depression and find a fucking pillow so I can get this chicken to level up again.
The sad part is I found a lot of pillows.
You can drop one for me.
No. Well, I could, but I have enough.
I would
I
appreciate
have
it
just
if you
enough for
dropped.
what I need, and I've not kept more.
You've sold all of the other pillows. Are you kidding me?
If I don't need them.
I can't believe you.
As far as what I'm doing next week, we're actually returning to Grounded on Wednesday night. And then Friday we will hopefully be finishing the Pacifist run for Undertale. And then once Pacifist playthrough for Undertale is over, that slot will be moved to Resident Evil 4 full time until that slot is done, until RE4 is done. On the note of Resident Evil 4, Saturday is Resident Evil 4. Because I intend to stream RE9 when it comes out, I want to have RE4 Remake done. But because I'm streaming it, I gotta try and slot it into as many slots as I can to get it done.
Uh-huh.
So that's the plan for Saturday. And then Sunday's Dogwave. I don't know if I'll be on any streams next week. Besides my own, of course. We'll see.
I mean, you're always welcome on mine, but you kind of avoid mine now because mine are very spicy.
It's more of topics I don't care about. Like, drama is one thing, but with you kind of leaning more into politics, I'm like, I don't know if I want to touch that.
That's fair.
So.
It really depends. I'm not leaning into politics. I'm leaning into things that are interesting and funny. Politics tends to be the funny thing there.
Yeah. I find politics less funny and more just depressing.
Yeah, but that's why you gotta make it funny. Like, when it comes to the Candace Owens shit, I literally just tell people, listen to this black woman that started out wanting to dox people and children, move from that to, like, thinking that, like, Charlie Kirk was assassinated in some wild way. That's, like, funny. It's, like, really, really, really funny. It's, like, kinda morbid and sad when you consider how much money she's stealing from people, but, like, it's funny. It's really funny to pay attention to that stuff, and you're supposed to laugh at it and make fun of it because if you don't, you're just gonna be blackpilled, and that's not what you should be doing.
I'm not brave enough for politics to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. Exactly. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind politics, but
Give me a fucking
there's
pillow.
a level. There's a certain level of just how much can you take.
That's fair. I think for me, you just like stop caring too much.
And I think that's the autism
And
speaking.
it's I don't think it's the autism speaking. I just think that there's some things that you should be able to turn your brain off at. For me, it's just like caring about politics, and you just kind of hello there, little thing.
Absolutely fair.
Come here. My hammer wants to meet your face. Thank you.
But yeah, I don't know if I'll be on any streams next week with anybody. It's okay to just say that you are out of your depth. We can't. Yeah, exactly. It's just out of my depth. Like, I pay attention to politics, but Dogwave is my field. Like, what we talk about here, that's my field.
Yeah.
That's what I enjoy. Like, VTuber drama, politics, not really my field.
Yeah.
Who's the chibi dog next to the flea? Oh, okay. So for those who don't know, when I started streaming, I was a PNG tuber before the dog model even came to exist. And that was my PNG. It was it's based on my mascot. And then MommaOcco basically said, "Hey, I'll make a bet with you. I will have chat will fund the model and I will buy you a webcam, but you have to do a VTubing for 1 day." And here we are.
VTuber pipeline.
Yeah. So, that was sadly replaced, but I do want to keep it. I noticed people were talking about it in my Discord, so I wanted to bring it back. I guess on that note, chat, if you enjoy the content I produce, I would greatly appreciate it if you have to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, join the Discord, as it is the best place to know when I go live. I will be back on Wednesday night for Grounded.
Just give me one flippin' pillow.
I
will be back on Wednesday night.
You'll be back Wednesday for Hump Day, and then Grounded that night.
I need to remake the Hump Day intro. Eventually, I've got like a lot of other things. It takes a lot. It took a lot to make that. So, the next one is like, I want to make it, but like I need to make it with Sand Yippee now.
Right.
I completely have to remake it though, because like the file was on the previous computer,
No, yeah. To be fair, now you could just make it better.
And that's the plan.
So, otherwise, I will see you all Wednesday night for Grounded. Again, join the Discord. It's fun there. We have rare dogs. Occo will see you on Wednesday for Hump Day. Schedule will be out tomorrow. It might be late tomorrow because I have things going on in the morning, but schedule for the next week will be out tomorrow. Other chat, see you all Wednesday night for Grounded. Who am I going to send you all to?
I don't do schedules, chat.
You know what? We're going to send you all over to... Mizu's doing Anitubers. Razor is back from his break. Who do you think? Razor or Mizu?
Send people to Mizu. Send people to Mizu.
To Mizu? Okay.
Yeah, he's showing off he's showing off fucking what's her name?
Kendra?
Not Kendra, it's what he's showing.
Oh, fair.
I can't remember their name, but like he's showing off Cringe, and Kendra is being forced to watch it.
Mm-hmm. All right, I will see you all on Wednesday. You behave for Mizu. Don't glow.
No glow.
No glow. All right, chat.
No, you tell people to glow.
Oh, you tell people to glow. Fair. Okay.
Yes, telling them to glow is what you should do.
Okay.
Holy cow, look at all this money I'm making.
I'm tired. Glow, then. All right, chat.
Hey,
you all have a good night. I will see you on Wednesday. Behave for Mizu. Night, chat.